sitting? You sit in the middle. Actually, like, come in the first break before we bring in Mac Chuck.
Just for a couple of minutes.
Just a couple minutes.
No heckles.
No heckles.
You can heckle.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say yes.
Yeah, why not?
We've dealt with people in the gallery before.
Yeah. We know how to deal with your kind.
Wow.
The heckle kind. The heckle kind.
She didn't even have to say what.
No.
You ruled that out. You probably can't find it, to be honest with you. Try. Go ahead.
Ask Mac.
Good try.
Fortunately for me, I haven't done any boxing, so I don't know if you can find me.
Well, I challenge you to find Bubba's name.
I have wanted to try my luck in the ring, though.
Really?
You think I can spar with Mac?
No.
Or someone my size? Mac is a heavyweight. Am I a heavyweight? I'm considered a heavyweight. I'm 6'1", 2.
The thing about Mac is that he hits hella hard.
Oh, well, of course, I know.
Know what you need to do? You need to do some drills first, and then you spar with like a person that's basically not going to hit you.
That's
until you get the hang of things. Yeah, I did that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like there was a guy, he was kind of a bit of a boxer, and like the deal was I was able to spar, throw punches at him, but he really didn't try to hit me, and that was like enough of a workout.
But don't those guys? I'm trying to get my dumb questions out of the way first. Doesn't those guys? Don't the professional boxers? They spar with the punching bags, if you will, human punching bags, right?
They spar with humans.
Not human punching bags. So what are the guys they're sparring with? Are they any good at all?
Yeah, sparring is real fighters are fighting each other.
Okay.
Yeah, you might do some stuff where like the coach is holding the bag in the ring.
No.
If you're sparring with another fighter.
Yeah.
Like there's like the crazy thing. I mean, a ton of times in boxing, like there will be title fights where like the champion is end up fighting a guy that used to be a sparring partner. Because you're trying, and when you have a training camp, you're going to bring in like people that might replicate the style of the person but your caliber also might replicate your next fight.
Right.
Like if it's a southpaw or it's a big heavy hitter or somebody who's super mobile, you'll try and replicate that with your sparring partners for that fight.
Yeah, I know one thing I see Coach does a lot is he lets them fight people a class up.
Yeah.
So they get used to fighting higher against what they're gonna.
True that.
So, Bubba, you're not a viable option in any of those scenarios right now.
I wish I could be.
I can see him in the ring. You should get with Kevin. I can see you in the ring.
I went to one of Kevin's workouts and I didn't go back.
I did too.
Yeah,
I went.
Being that I'm here right now, I'ma go and get it right now. Get committed right now. I'ma do some shit that's gonna uplift a bunch of people's spirit right now. Help them heal it right now. I'ma get them riches right now. Work plan, manifest, be speak that shit into existence right now. Can't slow down, got the vision wrote down, cause I seen it, man, I'm on right now. Focus in the motherfuckers where I'm in the zone right now. Ain't no later, dog, it's only right now.
And it's only right now.
It creates.
Right now.
No past, no future right now. All I got is right now. No past, no future right now. All I got is right now. Fuck what they did to me, gon' do, cause all I get is right now. Fuck what they did to me, gon' do, cause all I get is right now. So I focus on that when I can focus on now. Pull up at a beach on the outskirts of town. Enjoy the view and give thanks to the truth. And I go hit the yo just to shut that bitch down.
And I'm high right now. So alive right now. Clear skies right now. Living my life by my own rules. I feel what I choose.
I walk straight and narrow, but it's just straight and narrow.
Do it now. Gonna take some words, okay? And I'm right right back at it. Divine alignment, fully automatic. I don't think about it, I just watch it happen. I just move toward it and I get supported. When I try to force it, it just get distorted, so I dance with it. Crystals all in my pants with it. Healing all in my hands with it. I'm an alchemist, I'm a master, I'm a rabbi. I'm a sensei, I'm a bad guy. I'm an alien, I'm an animal, I'm a cannibal. I'm so handsome, no. Yo.
And I'm high right now. Can barely open my eyes right now.
And that money we making it. Climbing these ladders and laying foundation, that's masonry. This shit is different, cause my dreams are literally chasing me. Grateful for where life is taking me. I'm living life, that's to say the least. Only true beauty can tame the beast. Only true love can tame that beast.
Are you here with me right now? Right now. Vibe with me. Vibe with me right now. Right now, yeah.
You guys are back on the Bench Podcast live with Bubba and Pink. Pink, what's going on, my man?
Not much, man. Enjoying the day.
That's it. Once again, that was Jaesun featuring Muse with Right Now. That is on YouTube. That's our intro song. And you guys are back on the bench, home of sports, music, and mayhem. All right, don't forget we're on all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And we have a pretty good show for you guys lined up today. We have Paula joining us, and she's bringing us. Actually, we had Paula as a call-in guest a couple of months ago
About her book.
About her book.
And she's here in the flesh.
Yes. And a couple of those clips actually did pretty well on YouTube, talking about not foster care in particular, but we touched on that topic and some other things as well. And she's bringing us Mac Truck, a professional boxer, heavyweight boxer. Shout out to Mac. We're going to be calling him shortly because he has to train, man. Professionals train.
Yes, they do.
Not sure I made it professional in anything, so I'm not too familiar with 9 and 10 o'clock nighttime training. But, hey, you got to get it in, man.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And also, we're going to be talking some trending topics in entertainment, sports, all of that good stuff. Real quick, Pink. We was talking pre-show.
Yeah.
A girl inboxes me. So, not inboxes me, I'm sorry. She sends a friend request. We talked about inboxing on the show before.
Yes, we did.
But
this is different.
If a girl is she's just sending a friend request to me, what does that mean?
She's DTF.
You think so?
Yeah.
And
if there's no
I don't know if
she has no yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like there's either that or she's trying to scam you.
The scammers.
Yeah, it could be a scammer. Like I mean, if she has no other connection to you, it's not a bunch of mutual friends, new coworker, whatever. What else is there? They're scamming you or banging you.
That's good news, I have to say.
Well, when you got the request, what was your first thought?
That's always my first thought, but that's just me. I'm not sure if that's
great minds think alike.
Yeah, I mean because that's what I think when I send friend requests out.
Stay tuned, ladies. You see a friend request from Bubba, you know what's gonna happen next.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, let's go ahead and get.
Who said the genders are all that different?
Stay tuned, man. Let's try and get Mac on the horn, and Paula. Matter of fact, you can make your way up while I'm giving Mac this call.
Come on up, Paul.
The price is right. All right, and then let's see here. You guys don't have to whisper. It is a hot mic, though.
I know.
What does a hot mic mean?
The mic is on.
Live.
Oh, like automatic voice.
Oh no, he sent me the voicemail.
Did he really?
Oh my.
Oh, let me try.
That's uncouth.
Mac, I sent him a text too. Yes.
Technical difficulties.
We're gonna get Mac on, man. Mac, professional boxer based out of Atlanta, Georgia, correct?
Yes.
Shout out to Atlanta, man. I had a good time while I was living there.
Yeah, you should have gotten into boxing.
I should have.
Have you ever been in like a legitimate fight
Yeah, I've been in a couple.
as a grown man?
As a grown man, I've been in 2.
2. Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Please.
Sorry.
Been in 2.
I thought you were going to be
actually
compliant today.
I've trained as well, man.
Did you?
I did some boxing lessons. I wouldn't say trainings. I would say training. I was training with Oscar Rollins, and he was a former boxer. And we would do.
He was?
Yeah.
I know Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And we would do the mitts. We would I would be running, doing all that crazy stuff. I would hit the bag. I just never sparred.
I trained for about 2 months. There was my friend Coach Cowher.
Here it goes.
All right. We got him.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Mac, how you doing, Mac? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I'm here. How you fun?
You are on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink. All right.
How y'all doing?
Good. Doing well.
Yes. Now, Mac, we also have Paula here. How did you meet Paula?
How I met Paula? So,
Mac.
I'm telling the truth. I'm not making it better, make you look better than nothing.
You never call me by my name. Stop it.
So,
What do you call her?
I call her Miss P.
Okay.
All right.
We say
How'd you
Miss
meet
P.
Miss P?
So Miss P came to the gym. She was working out. She was looking to work out. She didn't know that me and my coach, like we really kind of known about. She didn't know. So I mean, she's just doing what she want to do. She being sarcastic. She kind of like she's being like real jokey and joking with us the whole time. So we just looking like, yeah, come on through. So she comes back. She was just checking it out. She comes back the next it's probably 2 days later. She comes back and she's like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. My coach told me who you were, and I apologize. I'm sorry." And me and my coach Gustavo, we like it's okay, it's cool. And like ever since then, she been always at the gym. When we moved to other gyms, she's always there. She come work out. She got her mean daughter. Her daughter is mean, y'all.
Really?
She's a girl.
Wow.
That girl is mean, man. That girl mean.
Put my daughter on
Well,
blast.
wait. What? In what way is she mean?
Can we talk
Man.
about boxing?
Not yet.
We get to that.
We'll get to that.
She gonna talk. She talks stuff. Her daughter an athlete. She did play baseball, softball, everything, volleyball, everything. So she thinks she just big dog. She want to come. She stretches. You know what I'm saying? She real good with stretching and you know what I'm saying, like recovering us. But so she comes. She trying to hurt us. Do it. Stretches out too hard. The lady mean. That girl.
Oh, so she's a mean trainer.
Yeah, she's a mean trainer. She's a mean person in gym, but you know what I'm saying. But that's my daughter. I like her. She's real cool.
Oh, that's good.
Now, Mac.
Uh-huh.
You're in the heavyweight division, right?
Yeah, I'm in the heavyweight division.
Now, hold on. Before we get to anything recent, how did you pick boxing? Because looking at your body type and body style, of course, and you're coming from the South, we're gonna think football automatically all day, every day. What did you ever play football, and how did you end up picking boxing out of all sports?
Well, I was born in Denver, so like before we moved to Atlanta. I was playing football, basketball. Like after every season, football season go down, you do basketball. Basketball go down, you do baseball, and baseball. But it's between time where there's nothing going on in the middle of the summer. My mom used to say go to the boxing gym.
Okay.
So mom used to box, so that's what I was doing. So when I moved down here to Georgia, football was too serious. And it was like little league, 8th grade. It was too serious. I'm like, yo, it's not that serious. Like they got regiments. Like y'all. We in middle school now. All right, y'all. We got to study. Then we gonna practice. And after practice, we gonna watch film. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. And I think maybe I took that way. Yeah, maybe I took it that way because the school I was with, we lost every game. So what film is we watching? What are we doing? We ain't winning. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It don't be my fault why we lose. I'm like, man, I'm about to go do boxing. I'm gonna take boxing for real. And my mom, she always like, you ain't gonna take it for real. Like, you don't know what it takes. You don't know what it takes. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it for real. And that's, I think I remember I had moved. We lost a lot of money and I had moved. And I was like, man, I'm about to take it for real, Mom. And I just took it for real since. I ain't basketball. Everything was over. I just straight boxing.
So what age were you when you kind of made that decision?
I want to say I was probably 14, 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 14, 15. I was like, I'm taking it for real. Like, that's when I'm going to start really taking it for real.
And at that age, do you already realize or feel that you had some talent for boxing, or did that kind of come later for you?
I wouldn't say I had talent. It just I already knew I was hardcore. Like all my friends, it's crazy to say this. Me being 14, 15 years old, everybody I hang with was older than me. Like my homeboys, like that was like when I was in middle school, they was already graduating high school or whatever. It was all older than me. So it was I'm always fighting with them, picking with them, and I'm holding my own. Like we be even slap boxing, play boxing. Like we got a bully little kid. They're like, little brother gonna come in. He ain't soft. And so I kind of knew it was I was meant to be. I was already just when I was younger. I was always just built, just hardcore. So that's what it was more like.
Y'all used to slap box.
Slap box.
Yeah, what you know about slap boxing, man?
A lot about that, man. A lot about that.
So when was your first professional fight there?
My first professional fight was 2020 Labor Day.
2020
right before COVID. Crazy. That was my first professional fight.
Yeah.
We just passed the anniversary of your first fight.
Yeah, like my first professional fight is when COVID went crazy. I fought in Olympic trials, nationals. I did all that. So it was like I lost in the Olympic trials, and I was like, man, I'm about to turn. My coach was like, shit, I turn pro, man. I had a baby on the way. I'm all right, pro. So I turned pro, and it was Labor Day of 2020. That was my pro debut.
Yeah.
How far did you get in the Olympic trials?
Man, I lost day two.
Day two?
Yeah, I lost day two. It's crazy because, like, me even going to the Olympic trials, I did it in a year. Like, people usually train 4 years. They build their points up in the amount of 4 years to get to go to the trials. But me, I did so good, the first national automatically qualified. So it was like, damn, like, really, I came out of nowhere with it. Like, it was just like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, usually people who do their first national, and this is really speaking, you do their first national, they usually lose the first day. They don't win. So I didn't know how big it was. Like I was coach telling me, like, man, you did a lot in the span of 4 years that people would take years to do. I didn't know how big what I did, what I accomplished was so big until, like, one of the fighters from my gym, he was fighting and he kept losing. Like, I'm like, bro, he keep losing. And coach like, yeah, you special, bro. Like, what you did was not normal. It's hard. And people like at the tournament. One dude was crying because he won the first day. And I'm like, he crying? Won the first day? Like, what the hell? And and it was like, coach, like, people lose first day, it'd be over with. So it was kind of like, that kind of opened my eyes, like, damn, like, I'm going to take him more.
Gave you the confidence.
So far, what's been your highest high and your lowest low throughout your young career right here?
My highest high, I have to say, my fight where I won, like, on, like, 4 days' notice.
Yes.
And I just had a broken rib. I won that, and it put me top 15. I was getting ready to fight for a real title early. Like, this stuff like this don't even happen in the heavyweight division boxing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see the Shakurs and the TFPMOs where it's 23, they doing it. But it was me, it was like in the heavyweight division at 23, come out of nowhere from the South, it was like nobody's never done this shit before. So that was me. And my lowest, I had to say my last fight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got knocked out, and it was just like, I've never been hurt in sparring. I've never been hurt in training, any fight. I've never been rocked. And it was like, damn, like for a whole month, I was just like shocked. Like I'll call coach, like, what the fuck happened, bro? He just looking at me, he looking at me like, shit, man. I don't like. We knew we watched the film. He kind of know what happened, but it was like, what the fuck? Like I'm winning all the rounds. It was just like I gassed out. Then I talked to my manager. I talked to Kevin Farmer. I talked to a lot of people, and they was like, when we watched the fight, bro, you throwing punches like you fight at 122 pounds, like. Slow down, you heavyweight. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of more of a.
The tempo kind of got away from you.
Yeah, it was. I thought I'm about to knock him out. Like it was probably like round 3. I hit him with every jab at every speed I threw. Like it just went straight to his face.
Yeah. And
then I threw a right hand, and he kind of like did a little stumble. Oh, he ready to go, and I mashed the gas. I tried to stop him, and then round 7, it was just my body was just like, that's it, bro.
Yeah.
I gassed out.
And it was only like a minute left, right? It was only like a minute left
in that round.
Yeah, and my body just went out, and it's so crazy. This is my first time really speaking about this publicly.
Right.
it's so crazy. Before the round, I don't remember nothing. Coach said I came to the corner talking about something. I'm a fucking dog. I'm going crazy. The coach like, "Oh, calm down, man, calm down." And it's like, damn, like it kind of like really how I feel. I'm really saying this how I feel. Like, I let this bum ass nigga beat me. That's really how I feel.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I told my team I want the rematch. My team like we gonna get it. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Now I see you're moving so fast, and you were doing stuff that amazed us. Like shit, you was possibly gonna fight for a real title. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fight. Your probably next fight would have been for a real title. So it's like, yeah.
Do you read like comments and everything, because people play Monday morning quarterback, and the thing about you that I see all the time, because I've been following you for a while, even before we met Paula, because I lived in Atlanta for a while, so I was already familiar with the name, is your weight and whether or not you're really in shape before you get in these fights. That's every comment down, mixed in with this is the next great phenom. Of course, you got some good stuff in there too, but if somebody's speaking on you in a negative connotation, that's every time that's what they're going to be saying. Nobody can win at this weight. Nobody can win if they're not that in shape. So can you speak to that?
Yeah, man. Oh, like me and Coach talk about, like Coach he used to stress me so bad about the weight. Like I lose. It's so crazy. I could lose the weight easy. Nothing. Like I run 7 miles. I do shit. People like, what the hell? Like people come around me and they're like, oh, ain't no way he's really doing this. Like, yeah, Mac work. You know, I train in sauna suits. I work. So it's nothing to say he's out of shape. He's this and that. Man, my look, I can't. Man, I'm short. I can't help that I'm short. I've been a big guy my whole life. So it's like, yeah, we do push-ups. I train hard as hell. But it was just, you know what I'm saying, the weight. To be honest, my last fight, I was 270, 275. I came in at 253. So losing weight wasn't a thing. But to me, I let that get to me. Oh, I gotta get the weight down, and people gonna say something about the weight. And be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Everybody there, they was happy I lost the weight, but then they're like, all right, we ready to see him fight. And I fight. You know what I'm saying? People like, oh, he's slick. But like, he got no punching power. Like, he's slick, and I got punching power. I can hit. You know what I'm saying? I got skill. I got a high IQ. And it was just like, maybe me losing too much weight too fast. I lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks. Maybe that's what killed me. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, me worried about everybody else thinks is what killed me instead of doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating, or I'm eating less, and really I'm eating less and training more. So I think that's probably what really did it, was me worried about what everybody else saying, and me not, like I put it, me not doing what we comfortable with doing. But me worried about it.
Kind of responding to the critics and not doing what you're comfortable with and what's been successful for you.
Yeah, there it go. You know what I'm saying? Like it was losing the weight the right way. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna lose it the right way, I heard like Devin Haney and Earl Spence, they said they lose the weight, and they ain't doing it in the sauna suit in the hot room. So it was like maybe I should have did that way. So it took me up, man. Let's get a nutritionist and do stuff that way. So that was kind of that's what I took from it. But I mean, people gonna say something regardless. If I can be 6-pack up, they're gonna say I'm too short. I can be this. It's always gonna be something.
No. I think that's a healthy way to take it, is to realize that something will always be said, and it's just gonna be noise on the outside, and you got to focus on what you do and what brings you to your best personally.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I took from it.
Stylistically, like who's fighters that you look to and kind of from a stylistic standpoint draw stuff from?
I want to say James Toney. I take a lot of James Toney. Dwight Muhammad Kawi, Evander Holyfield.
Some old school names.
Yeah, a lot of old school names. We watch. That's all we really watch.
Yes.
Old school short pressure fighters. That's kind of that's really what it is.
Have you met Evander Holyfield? He's from the Atlanta area, right?
Yeah, I met Holyfield a couple times. Me and his son that box, we real cool. We used to spar back in the day and everything. That's not my guy. So I met Holyfield probably plenty of times in Atlanta. A couple of amateur tournaments we've met. I got a couple of pictures. I don't know where they at though, but I got a couple of pictures. Yeah.
That's cool. So what's next? You're coming off a disappointing result. Do you have a fight scheduled now, or is that something in the works?
Yeah, I got fight scheduled now for October 15th here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I got in a fight December 9th, so I'm ready to go. Like, man, if you really watch the fight, I'm dominating the fight.
Yeah.
Everybody just gassed. Oh, be honest with you, I failed. I was already falling before he even threw a punch, so it was like my body really just gave out on itself, and he just shockingly he you know what I'm saying, won. So it was more like, if you really look at it, it's more like, damn, like, all right, let's just tweak a couple things, get better, and back to it. So that's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was winning in the cards. That knockout saved them for sure.
Here's something I'm always fascinated with. Like, you know, a lot of times when fighters are going to be going into a fight, there's a lot of promotion, there's a lot of talk. When you fight a man, like, you go through the process, win or lose, like, do you typically have more respect for that person at the end of the fight than you do before? Or what's the dynamic there?
I'll say, when it comes to respect, I respect everybody. Like, a guy could be 1-38. I'm still gonna respect him because he's still getting in the ring. He got one punch to change the fight anyway. But like usually, I kind of like right now if we fight Tyson Fury, you kind of know what you're getting in with Tyson Fury. This guy, I wouldn't say I underestimate him. I didn't underestimate him at all. He just fought for a real title before he fought me, and he lost split decision to win a real title. So the kid, he was coming to box, but it's just more of a. Yeah, you can have everything on your side. He still got what I didn't have. That was a little experience. He paced himself different. He did different things that kind of made it where it was like it could favor him. Where typically with boxing, where the young guy will always lose. The history of boxing, just for the first George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali, he rope-a-doped him. Not saying he did that to me, but just saying I'm letting him get tired of him and everything. And I'm gonna come late, or I'm gonna just stuff like that. And that's kind of what. That's kind of what it was. So I want to say, like, yeah, I respect them all. I don't do trash talking and disrespect them and all that for the fight. That's not me. But it's kind of like more of like I know who I am and I'm coming to deal with, and it's a big problem.
One of the last things I wanted to talk about was a lot of fighters are ducking fights to save their record. Like, was that ever like
Floyd Mayweather?
A lot of these young boxers too, right? So, is that in-house? How's that done? And have you guys ever thought about that?
Oh, hell nah, man. My coach, we ain't ducking nobody, man. Man, if you really want to be honest, to make money in boxing, you got to fight somebody. And I you know what I'm saying? The record, it matters. A lot of that stuff matters. But I told my management, my promoter, I'm ready. Like I want to fight. I want to step up. And they said, okay. They listened to me and they did what I've asked. They did what I asked. They didn't say, no, we're gonna pet you. We just want you to just build your record. They said, well, shit.
The backside of that. Have you ever got a sense that somebody you wanted to fight was maybe avoiding you?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Me, the guys that I want to fight, they are at the stage where we got to prove ourselves. So it was like, to me, it was like, okay, we're gonna fight soon. Right. But when we fight, I want to have all this behind me. So when they talk about me, they're gonna be like, "Hey, he fought some tough people on a different scale." You know what I'm saying? So it was more of a. I wouldn't say it's not we ducking each other, but it's like, say if I'm gonna fight somebody who's undefeated. I'm gonna fight somebody who's coming off was lost for a world title and he's 25-2. I'm gonna do something like that. Right. And it's like you just try to build the records. You just look at the records and stuff like that. But none of the guys who I want to fight, they duck me. People who call me out, it's not that you duck them. It's just like one dude, he's calling me out. Bro, you're making a pro debut. Nobody knows you. Like, bro, I don't know you, bro. Like, do something first. What I'm gonna fight you for? I get no credit for beating you, right. And that's what I want. If I fight you, I want credit for it. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it. That's kind of where boxing is. So like the guys duck each other. I don't think they duck each other, and if they do, I mean they clearly ain't making no money. Like that's just me. Like you see Tank, Devin Haney and Shakur, they fighting them boys. They fighting top level because that's how you make money. You got to fight people. That's how you make the millions. You got to fight Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Spence and boys. You got to fight people to make money.
Exactly. Well, we know you got to get the training, and we had to fly you up Your fight is in October. You know, if my ex let me come stay with her, I'll be at the fight. And so,
Don't get no trouble now.
I'm coming to see Mac. Mac. But
we better tell your girl you come to see Mac. They ain't trying to go see no egg.
we appreciate your time, man, and best of luck to you. Hopefully we'll have you on, man, again.
Yeah, that's perfect. Anything, man. Miss P, she told me about this interview like a while ago. I said, yeah, just anything. Miss P, she knows. Anything she asks me, I'm gonna do it. So it's a go.
All right. Thanks a lot, Matt. Good luck coming up here.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. And no problem, Miss P.
All right, see you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Really quick here. I want you guys to know our very first sponsor, Overkink.com. Overkink.com. You can go and whatever your pleasures is in the bedroom area, Overkink.com has it. And if you use promo code bubbapink, alrighty,
You get a discount.
On a discount.
Miss P, you could get a discount too.
So sorry. Is that your real sponsor?
Yeah.
Yes, that is our real sponsor. Do you have
And
any?
that's a real coupon code?
Yes.
Bubba Pink is a real
You're free to
live
use it later
coupon
today.
code.
No thanks.
Do you have any items you would like to purchase on? You don't have to let us know.
I'm straight.
But all you need to know is Overkink.com, promo code BubbaPink,
Bubba
and
Pink.
you'll be all covered.
And share that with your friends too.
Yes, please. If you know,
Your freaky friends.
yeah, no need to buy
Or you
condoms and vibrators
just-
at full price.
Yeah, they have
Who's doing
they have
that?
condoms too, even if you're a safe sex practitioner.
Click, like, and share.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go. What's going on these days?
Paula, happy to have you here in person.
No need to buy
Or you
condoms and vibrators. Oh man, what am I doing here?
What in the world is
That was a
happening?
replay.
That was a replay.
Instant replay.
I like how you guys are doing things. I'm taking notes. I'm watching
You're
everything.
taking notes, okay.
Yeah.
Well, last time you were here to talk about your book, which is very interesting.
Wait,
I did
is this
I did
still a
read
hot
it.
mic?
Yes, it's always hot. We're on the
Oh.
show.
Sorry.
Do you have something bad to say? Because this is not a family show.
Yeah.
Well, Brian told me I couldn't say anything bad about him in this show. So.
Well, you
That's
can't say
it.
anything bad about me either.
Oh, but you and I don't have no beef. We're
Okay,
good. We're
all right.
straight.
I didn't know that we had a beef.
Okay.
But yes, the book. How is the book going?
Oh, the book. The book is going pretty well. I haven't been marketing it as much as I should.
Why not?
I was. Oh, wow. Okay.
We want you to succeed
Yeah.
and be the best you can possibly be.
Because you
That's
know
right.
what? To me it can be it was a little dark in the beginning, so I just wanted to see how it would do on Amazon before I got a literary agent and all of those things. So now it's done really well. So I'm gonna start going the next route. I'm trying to market especially to like state employees like social workers and things like that.
Okay.
So that would sort of give them an insight on how we see them and the system and all of that stuff, just as a point of reference. So I'm looking at different routes to take to market it. So
Or do you intend to get a literary agent or no?
I was told to. So yeah, I believe I will.
Do you have another book in you think?
It took me forever to write that one. So no, I actually.
But just like killing a guy, the first one's the hardest one.
Oh my gosh. Facts. That is all facts. Yeah, that book was only like 1/4 of my record. So I could very well write much more. But
Good. You should do it.
it was rough.
Emotionally rough or
Oh yeah. I talked to my therapist like the whole time.
really?
The whole time, yeah.
Did your therapist get a writing credit or no?
Yeah, she's actually I donated the book donated it to her, but I wrote the book and she's right in the first page. Did you read the book?
Yes, I did. Cover to cover.
Oh, interesting.
I told you I was going to read it.
What's on page 68?
I don't remember like that.
Oh my God.
Like who remembers what's on page 68?
Yeah, the book's going okay.
Bub, is there a book you've read in your life that you know what's on page 68?
No.
I didn't think so.
I know it's on 69.
Oh my gosh. This undertone of your show is always that.
Hey, I like 69 quite a
Very
bit.
concerning.
No, it's
Is
not.
it concerning?
Why is it
I
concerning?
think it would be concerning if it wasn't the
Because it's
undertone.
supposed to be sports, mayhem, and what's the other thing?
Music.
That's
tagline?
mayhem.
Yeah, that's
Music,
mayhem.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the mayhem part.
Yeah.
All
What do
right.
you think we're gonna have explosives and fucking?
You know what? When I
You know?
my thought watching you guys at home, watching it on you, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna go in there and see blow up plastic women and things like
No,
in
not
the
that-
corner, but there's none of that
that
here.
far.
I think I
None
can
of
speak
that.
for both of us when I say we prefer live women.
that is definitely fair to assume. I appreciate your assumptions.
At least in that instance.
So no, everything's all good.
So, Paul, you're
Yes, sir.
you have some experience on the dating apps.
Oh,
So does Bubba.
Bubba, you're on. Which one are you on?
So I am on. I was on Tinder and Black.
You
not
were
on
on
those
Tinder?
anymore. No, well, I'm not active on there anymore.
Tinder's a hookup site.
Then that's fine.
That's what you were there for?
No,
Did
but
you-
it was welcome.
Bubba's long term.
I got off of there because of some, catfish and stuff. But
You were catfished?
Hinge-
You had
Hinge,
drama?
I like Hinge. Oh, drama follows me.
Hinge.
I got an A in drama class.
Wow.
Hinge and Facebook dating, and Bumble.
Yeah,
Have
those are
been-
the two. I'm on Bumble, and I just got on Facebook dating. It's very interesting.
Hinge is the best out of
What
all.
is Hinge?
Yeah, you need to look it up. It's the best.
Let's do it.
Right now.
There we go. There we go. Hinge is the best.
There was one guy on Facebook dating, and I was gonna. I know Brian was asking a bunch of questions, so I literally saved this guy for you.
Okay.
You're gonna go over a profile with
Yeah,
us.
read.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. We got a live bait in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Go over.
What?
Seriously.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The bad thing is,
55-year-old Steven is 100% a deplorable. I'm assuming we're talking about
You
the.
have to say the name.
I know.
I didn't say his last name.
Man on
Okay.
blast.
I didn't. I'm assuming he's playing
Don't
off
show
the.
his picture.
I was gonna actually, but I think he's
Don't.
got to be playing off the Hillary Clinton comment.
I
Well,
mean,
let's
read
for
what
our
he
for our
says.
audio listeners, like what's going on here? What are we looking at? Is there anything he's saying that is off base?
Well, okay, so it clearly says I'm an RN nurse.
You're
And
an RN nurse.
And what he's saying is about healthcare workers. I'm like, so why are you swiping?
So
right
he
to me?
swiped on you.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, this is interesting. She's a nurse, and then after mentioning he's 100% deplorable, he's like, if you're in the healthcare industry and have administered the clot shot or have taken the jab, just keep moving along. Why is he hitting up nurses?
Right.
Quite the misdirection by Steve here.
Stop calling that man's name.
Nobody knows who the fuck he is. I mean, surely there has to be a ton of shitty Steves in
Swipe
Port
left.
Orange.
So what are you looking for when you're on the site? So what are
Wow. Are we doing this right now?
you know what? You brought it up. What
I
you
just-
got
literally-
your profile up?
First of
What
all,
do you-
Brian brought that up. I did
I just thought
not.
it'd be interesting. So
Well, I mean,
He's trying to live through
you're
me
telling us
now.
what
I
apps
just
you're
no,
on.
I just thought
You're
it
telling
would
me
Did
what
you
apps
swipe
you're on.
right on this guy?
No, I moved. I don't know what happened.
No, don't.
It's okay.
You're
You won't.
He's
It'll
like
be o-
swiping right on
It'll
the
be
wrong
okay.
people.
Wait, so did
What-
Steve reach out to you?
Yes, these are
What?
up here.
But
Did you have any interactions
Facebook
with
dating,
Steve?
dating,
No.
you have to match.
Okay, so no, on this one they can like you
Yeah,
ahead
yeah,
of
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Right. But on Bumble, yes,
The
the
women
women
reach out
run the
first.
show.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
I prefer that one
Yeah.
because I don't get all these creepy.
So
people.
what was Steve's opening remark?
I didn't talk to Steve.
Oh, you didn't.
No, Steve is in this section here.
Oh, I thought he
No.
shot his shot.
So
To the-
like I said, what are you
Yes,
looking
sir.
for when you're on the dating site?
Oh my gosh, why are we talking about me?
You want me to go first? Will that make you feel more comfortable?
No.
Okay.
That might have been nothing's gonna make her feel more comfortable.
Well, you know, it's just like a normal, regular, educated, hardworking, intelligent, can speak correct English.
So,
That's my
so what
basics.
do you like? So when you're looking at these profiles sliding
Yeah.
by and you're swiping, what are you looking for?
Okay,
Because
let me give you
everything
an
can't be in a
example.
profile.
Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, so when I'm on there, right? I'm very detailed. So I'm not only just looking at
I can't
you.
imagine you being detailed.
I'm not just looking at you, but I'm also like checking out what's behind you, how messy your bathroom. You're in your bathroom pic. I'm
Oh, as
looking
far
to
as the
see-
pictures.
Yes, I'm like, look. I'm first before I even start.
cares?
You have to care. You know how many things I've spotted and swiped left because I've seen.
I
them?
mean,
But-
yeah, if
but-
you see an empty condom wrapper in the back or something. But if you see
There was a-
bed.
There's a picture. I might still have it somewhere, but there was a girl taking a bathroom selfie in like a bikini, and there was a dookie in the toilet right there.
Like one of those memes.
That was phenomenal.
No, you know what? I rule out when I'm looking. I'm just looking to see if you're just a. It's hard. You're just looking at a picture. You
Is
know
that
what I
guy
mean?
an IHOP
But
or
I
something?
automatically rule exactly. See things like that.
What's wrong with being an
I
IHOP?
automatically rule out people with gold teeth. If you have gold teeth in your mouth, it's an automatic laugh.
Really?
I cannot
That's reasonable.
absolutely do gold teeth and
Okay.
cat men. Any guys that's hugged up with a cat, I can't.
That's also
Do you see a lot of those?
Yes,
A lot of dudes are
tons.
cuddled up with cats. Okay.
Tons of cat men.
What's
So-
been the single most disturbing thing you've noticed in a profile pic?
I can't tell that. I can't
Why?
say that on the air.
You can say anything on there.
This is the air. You can say whatever the hell
The
you
single most disturbing thing that I've seen.
want. In like the background of a profile pic that you're like, holy Christ, did I see that right?
I've actually seen a girl in the shower,
Nice. Respect to that.
and he's taking a picture and putting it on your.
yeah.
But that's that wasn't by mistake. He's letting you know what they're into.
He's
But
got
you know
him
what?
lying. He's
Be
got
like
him
the
lying.
other people and have her right there in the picture with you and say, "This is what we're into." She probably didn't even know he was doing that.
Probably not. He's just saying there's room for more.
What have you seen?
What have I seen? One of my pet peeves are the white girls that have the black babies or the random black friend
Is
in
that
the
your
picture.
pet peeve?
Yeah, because it's just it's just not neat because it's not your baby. It's not a mixed child. It's a black baby. Where did
I
you
see
get
what you're
this-
saying. Okay,
Listen,
okay.
Where did you
genetics
get
are
this?
amazing. I am a nurse. What do you want me to say? I have seen.
Don't
them
defend this
with-
sort of
Yeah,
nonsense.
you've seen
It's
one.
not
You've seen
science.
1 out of 100.
I'm not saying it's the norm.
Bubba swiped past
However.
30 already today.
Do you see that? a
But
lot?
not only that, but then the same person, then they'll double up, and then they'll have a picture with her and maybe like 3 of her black homegirls in the same picture. So it's 9 times out of 10 that black baby is one of their babies, and then she just took a single photo. It's weird. It's fucking,
okay,
you
see,
could do something else to say I'm into, like I like I like my milk chocolate or something, like they'll have that in there. That's cool. That's better than
That's
the pictures.
acceptable.
Or just come out
I
and
get
say it.
I get stuff
did
like
all
that on
kinds.
when like for white guys that are like swiping. They'll say, I don't like my. I don't like my milk vanilla, or they'll say
Yeah,
something
see,
like
and
that.
that's clever. That's
yeah.
interesting. Like,
It's
I
clever.
don't want to see a white guy on a dating site holding a black baby. I don't want my white friends to use me in their pictures. Like,
Are you a freaking with the baby? Are you a missionary? Or something?
So that's just the thing, man.
Yeah, it's rough out there in the dating
But,
world. It's rough.
I don't see much of crazy stuff. Women are a little more careful. I mean, you got some that'll, be half naked, but that's
I hear they
IG.
ask a lot for cash app. They ask for money a lot. I've heard.
I thought that was
say
just your
that.
nieces and nephews.
And
Yeah,
ask for bills to be paid and things of that nature.
Like in the profile, do you see a lot
it
of that?
depends on what you're looking for, because they'll
when they
say,
start talking to
Oh,
you.
okay.
yeah,
okay.
but and then there are some in the profile that'll say like,
Straight up.
if you're not trying to pay for this or this is the type of lifestyle I'm trying to live, and you can't help me live this,
It's.
don't
I mean,
inbox me.
Get a fucking job, bitch.
I've never.
Come on.
Yeah, this guy was telling me that, and then he thought my profile was a catfish profile, and I'm
Why?
like, why would you think that? He's like, they're I guess aesthetically too perfect. I guess I don't know. They don't look like I think they look like regular pictures. I
But
don't.
my thing is, I think you should give more men an opportunity.
I
Because it's the cleaner guys are the ones you might want to stay away from.
so swipe right on the gold tooth guy.
Maybe not the go. If you can't aesthetically get past something, you know what I mean. That's something different. I'm talking about, you said guys with lower, like, you know, their language is or whatever. Their English is not as great. They type in slang.
Yeah,
instead of-
that
instead
right there
of
drives
in-
me nuts. When you type in numbers like
That.
to you, I'm like, don't. Why can't you just? Okay,
That's-
so it took me
that's
forever to
basic
find out
phone-
what.
He's
that's
saving
basic
himself
phone
some
slang.
keystrokes right there.
It took me
Yeah.
forever to find out what HRU meant. I was like, what is that? Or WYD.
BRD.
I'm like, what is that? And I would say to them, I don't know what that means. Or I said to this one guy, HRU ? And he goes, I'm great. And I'm like, what?
Well, listen, you have to give those guys a chance because you got people like me on there, and I'm college educated, master's degree.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk.
But you're a regular
not gonna
dude,
use
though.
names. Yeah, but I'm a bad guy.
Oh, Bubba, stop
I'm across
it.
the
You are
bad
not.
guy, man.
You are just
You
this
wanna give-
one right here.
No, you want to give the guys more of those guys opportunity. Those guys are going to stay with you longer. They're going to really
The bad
be
grammar guys?
more
The-
so
the-
more involved with you.
The speaking in numbers guy?
Yes. If you were to do a test,
communication is key in a relationship.
listen. Well,
I have to
you need to
decode
up
what
your
you're
game.
saying to me.
Up your game on emojis and numbers. Okay, that's what you need.
You do really. You got to give it the time.
Because
Seriously.
Yes,
those
you
are
do.
simple ones.
Yeah,
Like,
you didn't hit us with anything.
HRU?
yeah.
Listen, I don't know. I have a 30-year-old and a 24-year-old, and
Do you LOL? You got that one down?
yes, I know what
All right,
that
good.
is. I got that. Thank you so much.
When you set your age preferences on these dating apps, where are you
Yeah.
going with that?
You know, it's hard for me because I've been told I don't look 54. So I get a lot. My preferences are set for like 47 to. I can't believe I'm saying this number.
You don't have to say.
60.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say 69.
No, 60. And
You know what you should be able to do on there? You should have age preferences, like whatever you're 47 to
Yeah.
54 plus 69.
you are so bent on that 69 number. Anyway,
All right, go back
but
to your age
I still
preferences.
get a lot of young people still holler. So
Do you receive or reciprocate any
no,
of the
when
hollering?
you're 44, you're not even stable. No, that whole
Bubba's
men are
unstable.
5 years behind is a true thing.
5 years behind in what respect?
Yeah. So okay. So the theory is, and that's what I'm going to call it. I hate these things.
It's okay. You'll bear with it.
The theory is that men mature slower than women, and it's roughly around 5 years.
And that stays
So you're
throughout
what,
life?
51? So
Yeah.
technically, Brian, you're still in your 40s.
Technically, that feels
But
good.
still,
So-
but
which
that, but
explains a
a
lot.
40-year-old man is still a mature man. Like that's.
I know, you're acting like he's like 22.
You know what I mean?
No, because not all of them. Not all.
But
of
you
them.
don't-
because
I-
they want to. It's dependent on the person. It's not dependent on these.
It's true, but
loose-based
it's
theories.
I
not-
always feel like, I think the younger everybody is, those age gaps matter a lot more. I think it does sort of catch up to itself, like in full adulthood. I think once you're into probably mid-30s, like you kind of are what you are at that point.
right. But in your 30s, you're still sort of figuring it out, and you're
What the
still
hell
sort
are you
of
figuring out in
figuring
your
it-
30s?
Are you kidding me? There's still people in 40s. Listen,
We're not talking about failure to launch here. I mean, we want.
I've
I'm still figuring it
spoken
out.
to
Are
I've
you?
spoken to guys in their 50s who still haven't figured it out.
What are
They're
they trying to
still-
figure out at
They
that
still
point?
don't have a permanent job. They're still like they're
But
just-
okay, but see, that's just a fucking loser. Like we
Hey,
have
well,
to come
there's
to grips
a lot
with
of
that.
them. The pool is murky. There's a
Right,
lot
I get
out
that.
there.
I get that. But you
speaking-
can't. You
Speaking Jimmy Green's language. Jimmy Green is saying, please do not listen to them and lower your standards.
Listen, and some girl told me that.
Who's
lowering-
talking
I'm like,
about-
I'm not lowering my standards.
we're not talking about lowering your standards.
That's what that is.
I'm
No, it's
talking
not. No,
about
no, no.
giving more
So listen.
opportunities. That's not lowering. You
I
have to,
do. I give
to see
plenty.
what's out.
I give plenty of opportunities. I promise you. But there's so much disappointment out there. there. It's really hard to keep that going.
But there's gotta be other things besides like age and grammar
Listen.
that like are factors.
So one week I was real cynical. So I just got
Just 1 week?
Well, Brian, that's just with you. So it's constant with you. So 1 week I got so frustrated, real cynical, and I just wrote. I cleared out my verbiage and I said, if Hennessy is your drink of choice, swipe left. And I got crickets that week. Like,
Really?
No.
If Hennessy is your drink of choice,
Is your drink of choice,
Swipe left?
but meaning that you don't like it.
No.
So all of the guys like it.
I mean, because all the gold tooth guys stopped liking me, it was just quiet. So I'm like, okay, let me get rid of that. So I do try. And I made it nice and sweet and whatever. And okay, the gold tooth guys came back. So
Are gold tooth guys seriously just out there looking for a
man,
sweetness?
I thought that was so outdated and old school. But I guess you can't take them off when they're.
At their permanence, and he probably
Yeah,
had
it's like-
permanence since 18, 15, whatever.
But there's a ton of them.
Got
They're
it.
all in 305 area code, by the way.
Yeah, but
Tons
by the
of
time
them.
they're 50, 60, they all have to come out anyway. Especially if they're gold, because they decayed.
I can't imagine what's
the
under
breath.
there.
Yeah, you know what I
Oh,
mean. So
my
they have to
gosh.
come out.
I can't
soon.
imagine what's under
If
there.
not, like
Oh, are
this year.
are your little people talking here?
Yeah, so Just
Oh,
Black
that is so
TV.
cute.
He says that
I didn't even notice that.
he says
Hi,
you
y'all.
definitely don't look. He says you definitely don't look 54.
Aw, thank you so much.
I think Just Black shot
it's
a
probably
shot.
the braces.
Just Black says grammar is kind of overrated. I know brilliant people who aren't grammatically correct.
That
And I
facts.
agree.
No, that
facts.
is true. That is true.
And common sense is also missing on a lot of intelligent people as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I
Not me.
Ooh, Brian. Oh gosh, don't.
Yeah, yeah. So you say you give a
Bubba,
lot.
you
of
want me to lower my? Well, you lower your standards and holler at the Cash App women then.
I don't. I mean, I prefer them lower.
Really?
He can't lower the standard anymore.
How low? I mean, not Brian. Sorry, I'm so used to you and your low standards. Bubba, how low do you go?
I like them in
don't
the
believe
projects.
I don't believe you. I heard your stories.
A couple of babies, preferably.
I don't believe you. I heard your stories.
Yeah.
You
that's
always
how
have
I
a
like
dating
'em.
story on your show.
Yeah,
and
but
I've heard a few of them.
you know, it's just I like them because number one, I don't know. It depends on what they want, what they have. Some, you know,
What they have, physically,
Physically.
mentally.
Thought you said a couple kids.
sexually, physically, and
What
sexually.
they have sexually, like diseases.
No.
Oh,
Women
Stop disparaging Bubba's dating
I'm
pool.
like trying to get him to be specific.
women in poverty tends to have better head than women that are not in poverty.
Oh, that's what you were trying to get at.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get
And
at.
is that your whole thing? That's what you're going.
No,
for?
that's not my whole thing.
As long
that's
as
a
they
part
do
of
that,
it.
It's just a
everything else.
significant-
No,
It's
just a
that's
significant part.
it's
They
just
could be
a
homeless,
piece.
2 teeth.
If they're
top and
homeless, I have a
bottom.
home. Why they need a home? I have a home. What else?
Wow. As long as they give you good,
No, that's not it. That's not the only thing. I just said that's a piece
that's
of it.
paramount.
Another piece is I need you to have something going on in your life to where you're not always on top of me. Right? So I need you to have something, whether it's a job or friends.
So then,
If you don't have a job, at least have friends and family you have to take it, look after or something.
okay, so
Or
then
the
you're
kids.
contradicting
Or the kids.
yourself, Bubba, because you literally said you like low standards.
Yeah.
If they're educated, they got something going on.
He didn't say they had to be educated.
No, they don't have to be.
They could have to care for a disabled
Well,
relative.
not every good
Have
person-
some loser
not,
friends.
Not everybody has a college degree. That
Right,
doesn't
right.
make them less of a person.
Yeah, so I don't care anything about
But
it.
so yeah, I get that. So, but if they don't have, you said you want your low standards, but then you said they have to have something going on so they're not on top of you.
something
Just to occupy their time.
occupy
It
their
doesn't have to be
time.
something like making money or something,
Like working at the strip club. What do you mean occupy their time?
I don't really want a
Panhandling
stripper.
on the street. What do you mean?
No,
by
he
occupying?
said like taking care of a relative, taking care of kids, having a group of friends.
something to where they're not on top of
Anything.
me. Anything.
Okay.
Sell drugs. I don't care
Okay, so
what
let me
it
ask
is.
you a question.
Just don't be on top
Let me
of
ask
me.
you a question, Bubba. Just entertain me for a second. So, this woman that you're looking for, you think you're gonna find her on the dating app?
I have.
So then why are you still single?
Well,
There's plenty of those women.
there are.
So why are you still single?
He's trying to touch as many of them as he can.
Bubba, are you really don't? I don't believe you. I don't.
I thought that's pretty clear. I mean, you're a little slow in the uptake, Paula.
Because I don't believe what he's saying. It's not believable to me.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I go
man.
on energy, and your energy is not giving me low standards.
And that's why you have to give more guys opportunity. Because guys like me are fooling you. That's what's going on. They're fooling you on these sites.
Bubba,
They're
don't
fooling
believe
you because I have it on my thing. I'm looking for a real relationship. And this and that, and I have a master's degree. I don't have any kids. I have my own place, my own car, and God damn it, they just, they flock to it. And it's a trap.
This is all
it's
a
mouse
facade.
trap.
I don't believe it.
It's a mouse trap.
I think someone has put this nonsense in your head, and you're going with it.
Put it in my head.
I don't. The energy you're giving off, y'all don't believe it.
I think this all dates back to Bubba's early in life BCR experiences.
But I do want the woman to be very attractive.
Yes.
And like I said, just need to have something going on so they won't be all on top of me. And
yeah, and that's everybody.
I have jokes mixed in.
You want
there
somebody to
and
bring something to the table. It doesn't have everyone automatically assumes. Because Brian has said this to me that I'm like bougie or I'm proper or I'm all these words I've heard, and that I probably would only date somebody that's a this that no, and I'm really not. I'm a blue collar. You don't have to have letters behind your name. I'm a regular, ordinary person, and I appreciate anyone that has a job. He could be a garbage man, he can be whatever, just like you said, as long as they got something going on.
No, that's true. And that's another thing I just thought of too, because I tend to I can't get along or like with somebody who's so educated and comes from that and comes from a I don't know the word to use, but they come from like a great family and a great background. I tend to it's not enough connection, and I get a lot of those women because I'm in those places and I'm meeting.
And you just don't find relatability with those type of women.
Yeah.
I need the ones from the hood. Like I need that, or at least that person who comes from.
You wouldn't go that far.
God, no.
Yeah, I need that because
But Bubba's from Edenville.
You're what? You're from Edenville is changing. It's not what it. Yeah, I mean, and Edenville's historic, so that's not such a bad thing.
It is historic, but
it's historic.
I could see if you said you're from Pine Hills.
There you go. But there are there's successful people from everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Of course,
I'm just talking about because it could be a successful woman from that area.
What are your little,
I just need somebody who can relate. You got Chris who's saying it's to my benefit to play the field.
It's to his benefit to play the field. And why is that, Chris Lewis?
Yes, who was also our editor of the show.
yeah.
Oh, hi. Why is it your benefit?
To
play the field at how old are you, Bubba?
I'm old, man.
Bubba, you're probably
in my mid-30s.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
He's well below your dating pool.
Are you really in your mid-30s?
Yeah.
How old did you think he was?
Like your age?
God, no.
Damn, I look that old? No, it's just
I guess it's frying.
No.
So you could be like my kid.
Yeah.
In the right circumstances, that is super cute.
So send your kid's number.
What?
This is how he is all the time?
I don't even know what I did there.
I don't know either.
That was a fabrication.
Brian,
I thought my comment was worse.
I know.
No. Huh? Oh, y'all, my
She's
son's gonna be 30
me.
tomorrow, so y'all say happy birthday to my son, please.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Shout out to Kyrie Chase. Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, you can say happy birthday to your son.
Shout out to my son.
You can do that.
Good.
All right, well let's get to some fun here.
Oh wait, I was gonna say
subliminal shots at Pink is kind of weird to me. She's real judgmental. Okay, just black TV. That's not true. Brian and I go way back, and there's an underlying thing. So that's our energy.
That's our energy.
And he's accepted it. So I'm really not a judgmental person. So far from the truth.
Where were you gonna go, Pink?
Oh no, I was gonna say when you're talking about the as a professional woman,
Yes.
when you're in the dating context, do you? We've had a couple guests talk on this. Where do you feel that the man you're dating can make less than you? Does he have to make a similar amount? Do you have some sort of financial requirement?
Negative. As long as he's a good person, he respects and treats me well, that's what I require.
That might be one of the most enlightening remarks we've ever had from a female.
Yeah, no.
I don't think any other female said that
And I'm not,
on the show.
and I'm not down on any women that have those requirements, but for
You
me,
can go ahead and down. them.
I will not, because everyone's different. You know what you are. Okay, so it is what it is. For me, at where I am in life, I'm stable, secure. My kids are grown. That's what's important to me. And it's what's important to Bubba at 30 something is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's important to you at your age. Is we're all different. So for me, it's just.
I am in a constant battle though, because I'm at the age where I do want a family, I do want kids, and then so you have the females who are trying to like, okay, well you have to marry me in order for that to happen. Then I'm like, well you already have 2 kids without being married. So then I'm like, okay,
Why are the rules different now?
that's one side. Then the other
I think
side,
you're the
is like,
judgmental one.
the other
He's
side-
just pointing out hypocrisy where it exists.
Right.
The other side is like, well, I do have a lot of fun being single and just doing whatever the hell I want to do, waking up doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm at a bridge now where I need to like decide, or like, okay, do I just give in and fucking marry somebody just to have a kid and then divorce, or do I continue on and just having fun and enjoying life?
No,
the way
there
I
are
am
women
now?
out there that are looking for the same thing that you
Yeah,
are.
people say that all the time, but I just don't come across them.
No,
Well,
but what
you
he's
gotta-
saying is that he's at a crossroads. You're not
You
going to
don't know
find.
what you want.
You're not going to find women at the crossroads. They're going to be in
No.
one camp or the other.
Yeah, you got to walk down one street,
Yeah.
and if you don't like that street, come back up to and go down the other.
There you go, flexibility
That's
and a good compass.
that's the power of being where you are right now in life.
That's right, Bubba.
There you go. Well.
Yeah. Where's just Black TV? Let's see. Yeah, he's my new.
You're very concerned about his
Grandma
comments.
is kind of overrated. I know brilliant people who aren't grammatically correct.
We already said that.
All right, just
You're
Black.
killing the vibe.
I'm
Rehashing
just, no,
long-standing
I
comments.
didn't even know you had this.
Can we
here.
move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
What else
Thank
are
you.
we talking about?
So, did you hear about the Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears thing? Right, that was a
No.
trending.
You haven't heard of that at all?
No.
Have you been under a rock?
I work.
So do I. I work.
Tell me what it is.
So, of course, you know there are 2 comedians, Tiffany
Yes.
Haddish and Aries Spears.
Facts.
So, a while back, they had a skit they were working on where they had a baby boy and another child too, and they would do these inappropriate skits where the baby would be like naked and Aries Spears, one of the skits, Aries Spears is jumping in the tub with him, because the whole thing behind the skit
concept
is,
of the skit is through the eyes of a pedophile.
yeah, through the eyes of a pedophile.
And so he plays this situation where he's in the company of this young kid, maybe wearing underwear in a bathtub, and then he's triggered, and in the skit they'll play like R. Kelly song,
Yeah.
and then he'll start to look at the kid in sexually thought-provoking ways.
Okay.
And so this has created they've gotten sued. Now this stuff occurred. This clip was shot around 2013 or 14.
Yeah.
And
And
now
resurfaced.
2022 they're being sued over it
By the kid.
by the mother
Oh, the
of
boy,
the
yeah.
Of
parents
the
of the
kid.
children. And it's kind of
My.
the video, like I saw some clips, I think you probably saw a bit more. It's number one not funny. Like
Yeah.
not funny, not
Yeah,
just
the way
funny
you're
because of the
explaining
content.
It doesn't sound funny.
Nah, it wasn't funny.
Yeah, and then it's you're trying to be funny in a very sensitive area.
Yeah.
So it's kind of loses on both fronts. And yeah, I mean Tiffany Haddish is pretty popular. Aries Spears not so much.
So
I mean,
you think the family's justified in their actions?
I'll address that momentarily.
Okay.
But what I was going to say is that the note, just from a public standpoint, there's a lot of notion that hey, these two are going to be canceled. They're not going to get any more work in Hollywood. They're just going to be out. I always have complicated feelings about like what were the parents doing? What did they sign on for with this? Because it's hard to fathom that you have a kid in that age category. I'd say, 5 to 8 years old maybe? Mm-hmm. If my kid was involved in any sort of skit or acting or whatever, I would be present.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not present.
Right.
And for the very reason that if something gets uncomfortable,
Yes.
whether it's the content of the comedy or it's maybe even just the predatory behavior of the people, I'm there.
Yeah.
And it stops.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I really, when I look at this, the video's not funny. It is inappropriate. It should never have happened. But now I'm going to sue 9 years later. Where the hell were you? Like, what did they tell you your kid was going to be involved in doing that you were like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to run to Publix.
And like I told Pink, like as soon as you see it, you know something's wrong. Like it's not something that takes a while to simmer on. Like as soon as you see it, I don't know how it left the editing room. I don't know how it left when Tiffany and Aries saw it after it was done. I don't know how it left all these different stations.
Because other people have to sign off on it.
Well, I guess question, was this ever released anywhere, or was this something that
it was, but I think it was just them two, like, independent skit of them all. I don't think...
And that was my point. Was it simply like an independent skit that they did, shot, and it never got anywhere else, or did it?
Maybe like other than social media, because Spears, back in that time, Spears was on a very big show on Comedy Central. That's how he got his start.
Yeah,
he just never got anything after that.
Yeah,
but and that show was based around skits, but of course it didn't get on that. Show.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And Tiffany wasn't famous at all then.
Yeah.
But now you have you have the extreme backlash on social media when all of this is released because of the news is that they're suing.
Right.
So Tiffany puts out a note saying that I know people have a lot of questions. I get it. Right. Right now, she says, I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more on the situation as soon as I can. Yeah, that's just the thing. You agreed to, but and this whole time you don't have an issue with it until the extreme backlash.
Well, that's kind of where I'm going. I'm asking a question on this. If this was just something that was shot independently, it really, nobody picked it up, nobody showed it, it wasn't posted anywhere, because it's hard to imagine it was posted somewhere and it's only coming to light now.
Somebody had it.
Well, somebody clearly had it, but my point is, it was not, to my knowledge, it doesn't appear that it was ever released, like in any intended format where people were, free to see it or were promoting we just did this. And, so maybe, on some level, you shoot something, it doesn't go anywhere. People like musical artists have songs that just they record and never go anywhere.
Especially when you're just getting started in the industry, you do a lot of things that's sketchy.
I'm sure that's going to be her information is going to be, hey, I was early in my career. I'm looking for opportunities to be in front of a camera, whatever. I did this, not proud of it. It wasn't funny. I get it, but I didn't intend it to be.
I'm 50-50 on these parents, man. The R. Kelly
I was
parents,
just gonna say that the R. Kelly parents should be as responsible.
I'm 90-10.
You're 90-10.
And I say it doesn't mean that Aries and Tiffany didn't do something wrong.
Right.
You can have multiple, fault across multiple people.
Right.
But you can look at it this way: if the parents weren't asleep at the wheel, there's no opportunity for this to happen with their kids.
Exactly.
And the same with R. Kelly. Like when you watch that thing, he did some horrible stuff.
Yes.
But the parents were just
they got paid
out to lunch,
signed off, and sent their kid with him.
In the moment,
they
want their kid to become famous so bad. That they're overlooking this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And they don't get the blame after the fact because of the terrible things that had happened to the actual child. So
right.
Parents, they get off.
They kind of skate on this.
They do because of the gravity of what he did. they don't realize what the parents were also part of it all.
Yeah, no, I agree, and
They
I'm
couldn't have
big.
done it to the girls if they did it.
I'm big for maintaining their level of accountability, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
And again, it's not 100%.
I agree.
You know, but the funky part is that if you do take care of your situation, you protect your kid. Your kid's not involved in that, regardless of the intentions of the other person.
Yeah, and some of them, of course, some of those girls, they went without their. I'm not saying all the parents were like that.
Right.
Some of
In the
those
R.
girls
Kelly
did.
situation.
Yeah,
Did go without their parents' knowledge.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing. Like, horrible things can happen to people. You can
Yeah.
be, like walking down the street and pulled into a windowless van and away you go. But when there's some sort of involvement where the parents are part of the process, you have to look at it differently.
Yeah, I hate those vans. I don't drive by those vans. That and black trash bags. I'm not. No, not a fan.
Black trash bags?
Oh yeah, everybody that you find that's dead, they're in black trash bags. You know
Oh, I never thought of it like
Are
that.
you kidding me? Yeah.
I haven't thought about that. I've been talking
You're
about
gonna notice it now.
Well, now, thanks to you. You've made my life better in some small way.
Yeah.
Very small. Well, what do you... Okay, so what... Do both of you agree, though, that like, essentially Tiffany and Aries should be canceled? Like...
You know what? We're at some point we're forgiving society. Like they'll be dead for a couple years, but then they'll make their way back, and everybody will forget about the whole thing.
And are you okay with that personally?
No.
You're not. You want to
No,
be...
I mean, well,
you
we
want to be
always-
unforgiven.
Oh no, I don't want to be called any names this time. No, well, no, you know what? If it's true that when you're making it and you're first starting to come into the industry, you just do whatever you can to get there, and you're completely apologetic, and you do pay these parents, even though, where were they? Yeah, we all make mistakes. We're all not perfect, so.
The interesting thing about these two is that Tiffany just isn't funny.
I don't think she is at all.
And Aries Spears, he just has his he can reflect voices very well. He does impersonations.
Yeah.
Without that, he's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how these two individuals will bounce back, just because based off that point, they were already being phased out and relegated to a certain level on the comedic stage.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but any other people that had real clout, like if this is Kevin Hart, he bounces back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Things
right.
like that. I don't know about these two because of where they were standing.
Yeah, they were already working their way out.
Yeah, especially
so.
Spears.
Yeah. It really is interesting. I mean, it matters who does stuff.
Yeah.
It really does.
It
Yeah.
just does.
That's true.
That's the thing.
And it's unfortunate.
Yeah. With Tiffany, it's not a lot of top of the line women comedians, so she may survive.
There are none.
Don't do that.
There are none.
It's a couple.
Like who?
I know you're gonna say that, and I hate that you're gonna say that. I'm a huge
Because you have no
comedy fan.
answers.
I do it. I have them in my head,
But
the
you just can't
names
deliver them
escape.
here. That's fine.
There's a
No,
couple. I don't know
in-
them
in-
either.
In
There are a
Bubba's
couple.
head,
They're not big
women
enough.
comedians are funny.
No, there's
That might be the
couple,
only
man.
place.
Oh my god.
I've only come across one genuine funny female in my entire life. Two
Like comedians or just
No.
real life people?
real life women.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
Life women. They're just funny. Only two.
Did you want to
Only
bang them?
two?
One I did. One the other one's my mom.
Well, women are always funnier when you want to bang them, except Bubba's mom.
No,
of course.
no.
They are.
No,
That's
I
not
wanted to
true.
bang plenty of them. That
That's-
was just not funny.
No, that's not the only reason you bang somebody.
You just saying.
But I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
their jokes are going to be funnier if you're interested.
Oh my god.
But after it's over,
You're still laughing?
no.
When do we talk sports? When do we talk sports? Let's be done with the mayhem.
You said be done with the banging.
Let's be done with the mayhem. Let's start.
Oh,
The mayhem.
No more mayhem.
Too much mayhem. Wait, didn't you have a funny segment for us?
A funny segment?
I thought you had some.
Oh, I was gonna go to the coach. Start a
Okay,
bench,
let's do
right?
it.
Let's do start a bench.
Join
All
me
right.
for this one.
Yeah. Is this start a bench?
Oh,
and
pick on you.
yes.
You do.
No, I don't.
It's quite obvious.
It is not.
There's not a lot of subtlety to it.
Oh, people actually like you. That's good.
Like that. That was a prime example of it.
So we do a start a bench segment with Coach Pink almost on a weekly basis here.
Almost.
And we give him 60 seconds to react to the trending topics in sports, music, and entertainment. All righty, so you're going to be his assistant coach today.
I'm sorry?
You're my assistant coach. You're my assistant coach today.
Okay, let's go.
Hold the clipboard and chart deflections.
That's
All
what
right.
I do. I'm good at that.
So I'm going to yell out a topic, and you guys are going to say start, which means we're going to talk about it, or bench, meaning you're going to pass on talking about that subject. All right?
Okay.
All right.
I need a buzzer.
You just need to say start
The
or
clock
bench.
here. Yeah,
You're not on
that's it.
Jeopardy.
No, you're not on Jeopardy. All righty.
Follow the rules.
John Legend, start a bench.
Bench.
Bench and John Legend.
Sorry.
That's okay. Goddamn, we just burned a timeout.
I'm over
I'm the head coach, okay? Get it right.
Christy, so sorry.
Aren't you
It's
into
okay.
you're not into R&B? I mean, what are you?
I'm just over the two of them. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Go ahead, Bubba.
we'll live with a benching.
Okay.
Did you want to bench him?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
There you go.
Look, we agreed on
I trust my
something.
staff.
Kevin Durant, start a bench.
Oh, jeez.
Got to start KD.
All right, so Kevin Durant is very mad. He's pissed off because there's a new video game, NBA 2K, right? And the 2K23 comes out Friday, I believe.
Wait, is this a new video game or the latest rendition?
The
of
latest
The
rendition.
latest version of it.
Right, and the 2K ratings were released last night of everybody in the NBA, and it goes as follows: Greek Freak is number 1 at 97 overall. Alrighty, and there's a group of guys at 96, including Durant, Curry, LeBron, Joel Embiid, Jokic.
Okay.
And Durant is saying,
He should be singled out.
this game is full of shit. I should be 99.
I
Really?
And I'm
No.
tired of this.
nope.
Go.
You got swept in the first round of the playoffs. Like, you can't be a 99.
Yeah. No.
I mean, a reigning MVP who wins the title probably deserves 99. When you get blanked in round one, be happy to be in the tier with those other guys. Because honestly, I wouldn't put you in that tier.
The last one was Jordan, by the way.
Jordan.
That was the last 99.
Oh, okay. Rightly so. Wait, but you're
doesn't he-
telling me like Miami Heat LeBron never got a 99 rating?
98.
That's it. Then he's just being crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if LeBron on the Heat didn't get a 99, you don't get one in year 13 of first round
No.
being swept. I mean, come on.
No.
Coach, you got anything for us?
I'm totally agreeing with you.
Wow, the two things we've agreed on. My God,
Yeah, he's not as
where's
good
this
as
going?
He thinks he is right now. He's fading fast.
Indeed.
All right. On to the next one. So we have Tim Hardaway here. The NBA Hall of Fame is coming around the corner, and he has been eligible for a long time, but this is the first time there's a consensus that he will get in.
There is.
And
There is.
yes, and I'm
Tim?
supposed to say Tim Hardaway start a bench, and I can explain after
Yeah.
that. What do you want to do?
We'll start him. I'm intrigued. I
Okay.
didn't think he was a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame.
Tim and not Penny.
Tim? No, I'm talking about Tim.
Okay.
From Miami Heat.
I'm
And
aware.
it stems from his comment he made back in the day regarding people from the LGBTQ community, saying
boy.
that he hates gay people. He went as far as to say, I hate gay people. It wasn't something like it. It wasn't something in the ballpark. It wasn't.
Unquote.
he went as far as to
He
say.
went as far as to say verbatim. It didn't rhyme with that. That's just what he said.
You know what? That's,
Well, he kept it simple and unequivocal. We can give him
mean,
that. Nobody had to read between
there's
the tea
so
leaves
many
on that.
people that have said those things back in the day, and it's coming back to haunt them, like in every industry. It's so crazy.
It raises a lot of interesting questions because the concept of again, it's in a lot of ways it's a shitty excuse, but like times were different. Like that's kind of a real thing. We could hate how we were in the past. We could be embarrassed by how we were in the past, but there's a part of that that's like, this is how people normally talk.
Yeah.
And when he said that, you're not wildly out of context for your times. Now, the challenge in this is, why was he really saying that? Like, is this some deep-seated belief?
Right.
And he's, he's basically, his whole life has been about, being anti-gay or discriminating against people.
Back in the day, or,
yeah, that's a possibility too.
You know what I mean?
Oh, we're out of time already?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I had more to add.
What is time?
We
You
have
have 60 seconds.
We gotta be
to talk,
quicker.
and then we have to move on.
Oh yeah,
That's just it,
you're
man.
wordy sometimes.
God almighty.
All right. Kanye West.
Oh,
Start a bench.
Bench.
Bench Kanye.
Sorry. Oh, look at that.
Lil Bow Wow. Start a bench.
Who?
What the fuck?
Little
No.
Bow Wow.
No,
Bench.
he's a scrub. There's literally nothing he could be involved in that would be
Oh,
noteworthy.
Right. Facts.
I wish his career never happened.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
I wouldn't say that.
What-
He
what-
was-
what is he
You
ever-
guys benched them, so we have to move on.
Okay,
or you
facts.
talk about it.
You're right. Go ahead.
Lil Wayne. Start a bench.
Oh,
We'll start with Lil Wayne.
where'd you get this list?
It's about trending topics in sports, music, and entertainment.
Aging,
right.
fading hip hop stars and athletes.
Right, exactly.
Kanye is not fading, by the way.
We wish he would.
So, Turk, who is a former member of Hot Boys, which is the first or second group Lil Wayne was ever in. All right, way back in the day. And Turk, he likes to go on these shows and rehash memory stories and things like that. So he's going on Drink Champs, a popular hip hop show.
Yep.
And he has a story where he recalls catching a STD with Lil Wayne. He caught crabs.
What?
He caught crabs. Him and Lil Wayne was doing some stuff with some girls, and the girls gave them both crabs.
Wow.
I'll blame.
Go.
Women are always at fault, so yeah. No, I mean, I guess that's a cool story. I mean,
Not even a.
Remember that time we had crabs together?
I voted to bench that.
Well,
What's to talk about?
I don't know. It's just kind of funny. I mean, like, are we supposed to judge him for this?
Yeah, well, is it cool for a former friend to tell that a story?
They've had
about
a falling
if you've
out.
never told you.
To put your stuff in
I
the
would say
streets?
I'm a former label mate, if you will.
Honestly,
To
like,
put your business out in the streets like that.
it's Lil Wayne. Like, that's not gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of irrelevant. Like,
Yeah.
I probably assumed he had crabs at some point.
Or worse.
Probably worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, only crabs.
Right.
Yeah, you're good to go.
So Lil Wayne's not waking up extremely mad today.
I would. I can't imagine he would.
yeah.
He's
no.
if he is, he's too full of himself. I mean, it is an interesting memory to have with a friend. Kind of glad we don't have that one together,
that's
Bubba.
breaking code. I would be upset if my friend put my stuff in the streets like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't tell
That's
about
break-
us getting crabs together.
Nah.
Okay.
Rihanna and Plies. Start a bench.
Oh God. We'll start.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Go ahead, tell the story.
All right. So.
Unlikely duo.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. Plies put out a clip about him talking about bottle service in the club. So he was saying how, because in the bottle service, they come, the girls, they're halfway naked. They come with the sparkles and
Maybe 2/3 naked.
your name and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Plies is saying, man, I'm too old and rich for you guys to be painting me out to be a target, and you got all this stuff. Just bring my liquor and leave me be for the rest of the night. And Rihanna's, she's tagging in saying she completely agrees that this needs to change, and no more bottle service girls.
I agree.
Oh, you agree?
Oh yeah, it's useless for what?
You know what?
Just so you can rep your club and say these people were present.
What about the economy? These girls have jobs. You gonna take
Okay,
jobs
so
away
go
from them?
serve the other people.
We can take jobs away from them. They can just latch onto some
Just-
dude.
Yeah,
and
they can go
suck their
there's
way to
There's a whole
and
club full of other people.
Suck their way to a pampered living.
Oh wow! Well, I am the G version. You are just always the R version.
I am.
They say
Did you
bottle
say
service
version or
girls.
Yeah,
virgin?
version.
They
Thank
say
you.
bottle service girls are failed strippers.
Of course.
Wow.
Couldn't cut it on the pole. You carry the bottle.
Who said that?
Everybody.
I've never heard that.
You don't get out
I
much.
made it up, but it sounded good. It sounded really good.
You didn't even know who Tiffany Haddish was. We can't trust you for anything.
Yeah, no.
Time. I think we have one more.
Oh, jeez.
Patrick Beverly started bench.
Patrick who?
Patrick Beverly of the now Los Angeles.
That we're talking about
Lakers.
Sports, and now you're not ready.
I don't even know who Patrick
Of the Los
Beverly-
Angeles Lakers.
The Lakers?
He just went to the Lakers.
Oh,
He's been on a bunch of different teams.
Bench.
We're gonna start him just because
Wow.
I'm overruling your ass.
Go ahead, you're the coach.
So Pat Bev was asked, you will be playing with LeBron James
Let
and
me see
Anthony
what he
Davis.
looks
How is that going to be? Pat Beverly responds with, they're going to be playing with me.
Oh.
I made the playoffs last year. They did not.
Wow.
Go.
Petty Pat. This is his brand. He's setting up his next
This
career.
dude right here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You had to Google that. Nah, dude. I mean, we argued about this a few weeks back. He's just setting up the next phase of his career as being like a hot take guy who's gonna just say stuff for attention.
Yeah.
This is an attention-starved move. I don't
Yep.
respect it. I don't care.
Yep, I agree.
Petty Pat.
From what I'm even seeing and reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an attention getter.
So let's hit. We're just going to quickly hit what you guys skipped there.
If you're going to go through it anyway, why ask?
Well,
us?
you have to know if the bag was gold or not.
Yeah.
You know,
We
you,
might have left some gold out there.
you don't know.
I doubt it.
So you got John Legend. John Legend has said he lost his friendship with Kanye because he did not support Kanye's presidential campaign there. He didn't think Kanye should have been president of the United States.
So did the rest of the world.
So glad we benched that one.
Little Bow Wow, he's charging people, women mostly, $1,000 for a meet and greet.
Like
when he
Chris
comes to
Brown
Is
the
Chris
club.
did?
Brown?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Who's meeting and greeting him these days?
Right.
Like seriously, like he's a never was.
He will not make
He's
it.
not even a has
He
been.
will not make
Little Bow Wow
much.
he was hot with the teenage girls, the preteens.
That's a demographic I don't identify with.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
He was hot when he was a teenager, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think that's all you guys skipped there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
Brian
good, man.
overruled me on everything.
Let me make sure. I think it might have been one more.
You jumped
that
the
I
gun
hit
at least
here.
twice.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, I thought there was one more out there.
Awesome.
No, that was good though, man. That was good.
So do your people write the whole time? Oh, okay.
You were just
I listen.
you're-
It's
you have
it's-
such a weird vibe.
facts. I agree.
Good.
Oh yeah, Monique. We missed Monique. Female comedy. She's pretty good.
She lost some
But there's
weight.
better.
Monique.
She lost some weight, but
You-
not that much.
You thought? Do you think she was funnier when she was heavier versus when she's skinnier? Like
What'd I say a few
like
minutes
Fat
ago?
Luther and Skinny Luther? Do you
No, don't compare.
Oh, you know what's funny? This lady I've been trying to think. She's kind of big lady. I think her name is Miss Pat. She's hilarious. Miss Pat, comedian.
This is Bubba coming back.
Yes,
I never
Miss Pat.
found Monique particularly funny, skinny, or heavy. What did she
She's
still
okay.
fighting with Netflix?
Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah.
She's not but Miss Pat is funny. Then there's like one or two more. I'm telling you, man.
All right.
They're kind of my memories.
I think Monique is a better actress than a comedian. I think she's a very good. I think she's a good.
Has she had a-
she killed that.
What-
that
what's she
one
been
girl.
in?
Precious.
Precious.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch
And
that.
then she had
Oh,
the TV
yeah,
show
she
The
was
Parkers from
amazing.
back in the day.
Yeah, I think she's
she was really good
a
there.
better actress than comedian.
Yeah,
I couldn't fathom watching Precious.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, yeah,
Nah.
it's
I
serious.
couldn't. I can't do it.
Nah, just
Yeah,
can't do
just
it.
get a tall, big bottle of wine and watch it
Bubba's a wine
on a
guy.
rainy day.
Yes, I'm a wine guy.
Are you a wine
He's
guy?
a wine.
Look at
He's a
that.
wine connoisseur.
I'm telling you,
A man of underrated
whatever you
sophistication.
say you are, I don't believe it. I'm
Further
telling you.
fooling. Yeah. It's not hard to fool the women out here, man.
I know.
Oh,
Unless the constant skeptic, Paula.
You can even tell them what you are, and that's what I do too. I tell them.
You tell
And
them
they
you're
still don't
gully,
believe.
and they
They
don't
still-
believe it. Yeah.
They're expecting subterfuge.
Yeah.
What move?
What?
I wanted to talk about the NFL a little bit, but from this perspective.
We are about to start the NFL season in about less than 24 hours.
Yes, but I wanted to talk about. It's hard. It's tough to say the NFL is racist, right?
Is
but
it? Is it?
Tough to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're giving so many opportunities. Like they're giving black athletes millions of dollars just to play a game. You got, you have coaches and executives in place. You have
but we were down to one at the start of this offseason.
Yeah, but
under threat of a lawsuit by Brian Flores. They've suddenly got a few more.
And people have
I'm
been
moving
added
towards
on
what
to it.
I'm saying.
I'm quite comfortable calling the NFL racist.
It's not the NFL per se. It's NFL owners. NFL owners control so much that people don't know, and I don't know if you can reflect NFL ownership off of the NFL.
But is that not the definition of racism? It is when there is an ability to leverage your biased beliefs and create disadvantage.
You're an owner of a team,
right?
Of a team. Mm-hmm. That's not per se the NFL because there's still 20x other teams.
Mm-hmm.
31.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying if you're
right. But if
so 30 other teams,
the majority of the ownership body
is racist,
fits into this category,
then you think it's safe to say the NFL is
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, you wouldn't even have to have consideration of the Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a thing whether it's effective or not.
Right.
No, 100% do.
So and part of me was leading to that is I have these two gentlemen on the screen. Britt Reid, who is up top, he was a NFL coach and a son of Andy Reid, of the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs and longtime NFL coach.
Oh, he's the one that got in the accident.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So and that's a thing. I'm going to get to that. Then you have Jon Gruden at the bottom.
That's the first thing you knew that we started talking about. You knew.
I know.
I'm proud of you.
I know.
So Britt Reid.
All that.
So the things I want to say is headlines control everything. Mm-hmm. And not only is Britt Reid the what happened is he was under the influence, mm-hmm. and he hit a young girl that you see in that picture. She's about 5 or 6 years old,
yep.
and now she has brain damage,
yep.
right? And but when you read the headlines, it says Britt Reid accident. It says like all of the headlines, right? It doesn't say like terrible fucking man damn near kills.
Yeah, it's all spun differently.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you got Jon Gruden in a similar fashion, and I'm watching ESPN, and the fucking conversation is, when will Jon Gruden coach again? And this is a guy who said all of this, mm-hmm. racist comments and homophobic comments, yep. and things like that. Yep. But when you listen and you hear about Henry Ruggs, and you hear about Deshaun Watson, and you look at those headlines are completely different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the conversation behind them are completely different.
Right.
And it's just crazy, man. And it's just crazy. The Britt Reid, I don't even see it on the fucking sports channels or anything.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this is no lie. I had to call you and ask who's Britt Reid before the show today.
You didn't know who he was?
No, now once it was put in, I had no idea what his name was. I knew Andy Reid's son was involved, and I think wasn't it like right before the Super Bowl they lost to the Bucks?
Yeah, and they just like let him go like a month or so ago. Like it was.
So he coached all of last season.
Yes.
You got to be kidding.
No, man.
They didn't even put him on like.
They had
pay
him
him but suspend him type of thing?
After
he was
and then he fired
immediately after. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I honestly didn't remember the name. I remembered the story once you jogged the thing. But I guess my point is, other than being Andy Reid's son, this guy has almost zero public profile. Mm-hmm. But your point is completely valid. Like he should not be given. The story should be completely jaded against him.
Yeah.
Exactly in the lane of Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, but he's the right color, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that it is.
And it's not a far reach to say the NFL is that way. That's been how it is for years.
Yeah, it has. When Pink puts it that way, you got if the owners are controlling so mm-hmm. much of the sport,
yep.
and there's 30 of them.
Yeah,
the odds are a lot of them are. And that's the thing about Jon Gruden, see, because in his emails, he's emailing there's other owners in that email chat. Mm-hmm. First of all, I don't know how he gets in a chat with a couple of other owners, but and to his point, and the reason why he's suing the NFL, is basically he's saying, well, I'm not the only one.
Right.
Y'all release my emails.
Is that literally his legal defense, though, to the claim?
That's one of them. That he
Okay.
said that he felt like he was outed and fucking whatever that term is, because no other emails were released but his.
Just his one-sided.
And the NFL said they went through those emails and nothing else were found or deemed inappropriate. And he's like, "Fuck no, you guys are not going to do that to me."
No, I agree with them on that. There's no way, and
Absolutely.
you know, communication's a complicated thing. Like when you have a belief that is potentially controversial, or you have a belief that at a very minimum has the ability to kind of not go over well. Most people of any level of education are kind of attuned to that. And you're not going to say certain things to certain audiences. Mm-hmm. The fact that he's saying what he said in those emails gives you clear indication that he was comfortable with his audience.
It's a comfortable
that he was speaking to like-minded people.
freely. Mm-hmm.
And it's almost absurd to believe that he's saying what he's saying in those emails, and the person on the other end of that is saying, "John, you're way out of line, man. What are you doing?" Like, there's no way.
Right.
You can't fathom that that's the conversation.
Right.
The conversation is more like almost a one-upsmanship.
Right.
He probably says this, the next guy goes a little further, and he comes back.
Yeah.
We have to, on some basic level, study human behavior.
Yeah.
And we get our answers in it.
Yeah.
There's just no way he's saying what he's saying without it being received well and in some way encouraged. And that tells you what you need to know about the people there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. But I mean, I think what I find and what I have a difficult time relating to is the NFL on the player side is and has been for some time about 70% black.
Mm-hmm.
The coaching, the general managing, the front office, and the ownership is completely opposite.
Yeah.
What really kind of baffles me, particularly at the level of the coach where you're going to have more interaction with a player, how do you coach in the NFL for as long as Jon Gruden has and not have a greater level of respect and probably racial empathy for those that you work amongst primarily than he displays in those emails? That's boggles my mind personally that you can be in that situation. It's much more easily for an owner who, may interact with the players very sporadically and is surrounded by their, yes men and whatever.
Yeah.
But you're on the field side by side with guys. You're asking guys to do not crazy stuff, but give you everything they have.
Yeah.
And you don't, over that time period, develop enough respect and humanity for them that this is your mindset.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable to me. I hope he's never involved in football again.
Yeah.
I hope he gets testicular and rectal cancer.
Oh my gosh! Why do you go so far?
That's who I am.
You're wishing death on this man?
Just the cancer.
Well, he is asking for forgiveness, though.
Okay.
He's saying, "I'm ashamed." This is look at
They
the words he's
They
using.
all do.
I'm ashamed about what has come about in those emails.
Yeah, not that I'm sorry for saying it.
Look at what he said. I'm ashamed about what
I'm ashamed you all found out.
I'm ashamed y'all found out. That's what he said.
No, for real.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to say, "I'm a Christian man. I've been married
Don't
for
put
30
the church in me.
Please
Get the
don't.
church the hell out of here.
I hate when they do that.
Burn it down.
And listen, he
Come
said,
on.
Burn it down.
I have 5 beautiful kids or whatever
That
he
is of
said.
No relevance.
I've been a great father.
Five beautiful white kids.
I've been a great father for X amount of years. And I'm
Whatever.
like, what is this
Who
happening
cares?
doing?
It is weird. That's almost so bad that you feel like somebody didn't write it for him. Like he literally, I got this on my own.
Yeah.
Because you'd think if you had consultants or people like that are good in this area,
A publicist?
that they would have crafted a better statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's so arrogant. He'd probably be like, I could do it myself.
That's what I'm saying. He must have. He must have. That was his move.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got this.
Yeah, he's very arrogant.
Watch this. They're gonna love it.
So
Nah,
weird.
just get out of football. Get out of life, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for him to retire.
And his brother's a dick too, Jay.
Jay Gruden.
Oh,
What did he used to do? Did he used to coach?
He
too?
coached the Predators here
Yeah,
in town.
But I thought he
And then he was with the Redskins.
The
Redskins.
Redskins.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
Oh,
it
I'm
was,
sorry.
The
The,
Redskins.
what are they? The
Commanders.
Commanders.
The
Okay, my bad.
That is just the funniest thing to me. Yeah, the Commanders.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. But Paul, you're a big football fan. You like the Patriots,
I
right?
am. I do.
What do you think's going to happen with the Patriots this year?
I think they're going to get to the first round. We're still rebuilding.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't expect anything
That's
major.
a fair expectation.
Of course, I'm a realist.
There you
She's
go.
a realist.
I don't think they make the playoffs, but it's fair.
Oh.
It's a fair expectation. It's not anything. It's not ludicrous.
They'll make the first round.
It's not ludicrous.
They'll make the
What
first
were they last year though?
They, I want to say 5 or 6 win team.
Oh, really?
Last year?
What were they?
Yeah,
Stop it.
I can look them up. I want to say that's just off the top of my head, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, New England. What was that? 2021.
Yes, it was.
2021.
I don't trust. I gotta.
You gotta
gotta
verify
come
that you're
behind
on.
me.
Of course I do.
Oh yeah, I was wrong.
What were they?
Right.
It looks like they were 10-7.
10-7.
Yeah, we weren't
was
that
way
bad.
off.
So to
We weren't
expect,
that
I mean,
bad.
you should have growth from Mac Jones.
The problem is the coaching staff is depleted almost.
Yeah, Josh is gone.
Josh is gone. Josh is with the Raiders. The head coach of
Matt
the Raiders.
Patricia came back.
Yeah.
You still
So they
got
got two.
Bill.
They got 2
changes.
defensive guys. Well, now they have 3 defensive guys,
Yeah.
and 2 of them he's saying are going to call the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It just sounds.
Wait,
I would
it's
not.
gonna- I think it's supposed to be Matt and his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve.
Both
Steve, who looks
defensive
just like him.
coordinators.
And talks just like him.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
He's
It's crazy.
that is the funniest thing ever. His son talking.
No need to say.
Yeah.
No,
So
no
who do
need
you
to test.
think is going to the Super Bowl?
Well, in Super Bowl, I don't know. I agree with you. I think the Patriots make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think
That's
of
fair.
course.
And but I don't think they contend for the Super Bowl. I don't think
Oh
they're
no,
that good.
I don't believe that either.
As far as the Super Bowl goes,
You think the Rams are going back?
I don't see the Rams going back. They'll be good, but I
Yeah.
just don't. I think they'll stumble somewhere along the way. It could be injuries, could be just
Yeah,
something.
they're deaf one and done.
One and done. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't feel strongly about any NFL team right now. As
Yeah,
far
there's
as
nobody that's standing out to
Parody.
me
It's a
either.
lot of parody right now.
yeah,
It's a lot of
yeah.
parody, but it should make for good.
The NFL is so determined by injury though too. That's the other thing you gotta look at.
Well, they're adding games and shortening. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean you look at a team like the Ravens. They've been in the playoff mix for most years of recent vintage, and then last year they were just devastated by injury.
yeah.
And that could easily happen to another team this year. You know.
What else has changed? There's a lot more young players retiring. Have you noticed that?
Some.
A lot.
A couple years ago, there
more
was a
than
few.
more than normal.
Maybe
more than previous years.
stars, but the
Who are we
NFL
talking about? Like
the
who's
NFL
retired this year?
it's still only 3.5, 4
Yes.
years.
Stars, but just players.
The NFL tenure is still only 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah,
So.
at the
But that's
most.
been consistent.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
consistent. So
I mean, Emmanuel
maybe more
Sanders
stars.
retired this year, but he's been in the league for at least a dozen years.
Yeah, I mean, well, like in their 20s and late
If you want to
2030s.
look back to the
they're
Colts
retired.
quarterback, he retired.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck retired.
Yeah. No, I mean a couple years ago there was
Andrew Luck
a
should have retired a long time ago.
no. He should have kept playing.
Oh no.
There was what's wrong with Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck?
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Okay.
Why are you shitting on Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck from the Colts?
Yeah.
Andrew Luck?
He was pretty good. I'm not saying he's the greatest
Okay,
quarterback
he was
ever.
good until he got hurt, and then he was
Struggled
garbage
after
after
that.
that.
Wasn't
He
garbage.
should after he
had one
healed
good
up, he
redemption year.
should've- Okay.
It's better than Carson Wentz.
I think
That
it
guy
was-
keeps getting jobs.
Oh, Carson Wentz. You're comparing him to Carson Wentz?
Well, the way your tone was, you were comparing him.
Okay, no.
Stand down, Paula.
I wanna make some people some money, man. That's what I want to do.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do it.
Bubba's
So-
bad picks.
Yeah, I have 3 picks for folks for NFL best bets, And what we're going to do is we're going to track this over the course of the season. I'm going to have 3 best bets every single week.
Are these with the spread or just
Yes,
pure?
with the spread
Okay.
and all of that good stuff, man.
Wait,
So,
football we're talking?
NFL, we're
NFL
talking.
starts in less than 24 hours, Paula.
So-
Join us.
I'm fully aware.
Well, you're not acting like it.
I'm going to name my 3 best bets,
Go ahead,
and then you
Bubba.
guys can critique me afterwards if you like.
Okay.
My first best bet is coming from the land of Cleveland Browns versus the Carolina Panthers. All right, Panthers.
Baker Mayfield grudge match.
Depending on
Panthers.
your books, there the Panthers could be favored anywhere from 1 point to 2.5. All right,
Is
I
the-
have it. I
where
have
is-
them at
is-
1.5.
is that,
it's at Carolina?
At Carolina, they're favored by 1.5 to 2 points.
Yes,
it'll be
yes.
more than
Like you
that.
said, you have the revenge game of Baker Mayfield, but also what you want to look at when you're betting. If there are any trends, you want to check for trends. The revenge factor is good. Of course, home
They're at
team,
home.
all of that good stuff.
Yep.
The Browns are 0-16 and 1 in their last 17 opening games.
Yikes.
Right?
God, I didn't realize that.
The longest streak in NFL history.
Oh my god.
So you want to look for those type of trends. It's kind of a, they can do it for the first time ever.
Where do you find these trends?
I mean,
When you're a betting man, you got to fish for them.
Okay, yeah, it's a deep dive
yeah.
right there.
So I'm going Carolina as one of my best bets for Sunday.
I agree.
I agree with you. Just it's such a Baker Mayfield moment.
Yeah.
He's the type of guy that's like born for those sort
Yeah.
of games. He
Yeah.
may not be consistent all year and all that, but he'll
oh
be
yeah, he's
prepared
gonna
for
make
that,
that
one.
happen if it's the last thing he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
My
with you,
next
Bubba.
one. All right.
Call your bookie.
My next one is Chiefs -6. All right. They're at Arizona. That's one of my best bets.
The Chiefs are
are
giving
at-
6 points on the road
On the road at Arizona.
to Arizona.
Arizona is opening the season banged up. They have a lot of different injuries and suspensions with DeAndre Hopkins.
Who
All
else
right?
is injured on that Carolina team?
Uh,
Cardinals.
So they have some defenders out in the secondary and things of that nature. Now the
But
Chiefs
the
are
Chiefs got rid of Hill though.
Yeah,
They did. The Chiefs are all-time 9-3 versus the Cardinals. It's a good record. Not anything like the last trend we just talked about. But the Chiefs are coming in. They're the best September team in the NFL. All right, they have the best record in September under Andy Reid in the NFL. All right, so I'm looking at that trend there, and it's with the spread. So -6, Kansas City is
5. Where do you want a guy?
What I'm saying.
These guys retired in their 20s. You get a freaking middle-aged man.
it's
Another,
my
Sorry,
second
another
best
year or
bet.
2, you might date him. I mean, come on.
Just an article on what we were just talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Now, my next and my last best bet.
Wait, we didn't weigh
Wait,
in
we
on
didn't
that.
even. Yeah.
Oh,
You
I thought
ran-
you said
you-
something. Go ahead.
You rolled right over us on that one.
No, go ahead.
I get your trends. I'm not saying the Chiefs won't win by 6, but that's not a bet that I'd feel real good about. I don't like again, home opener for Arizona. They may be banged up, but you'll probably get a good energized crowd, a good energized vibe. I wouldn't take that as one of my 3 best bets in the league at this moment. Do you agree?
I agree. Yes.
All right.
So sorry. I was waiting for the next.
That's one thing about best bets. Somebody have to win, somebody got to lose.
Yeah.
But Bubba's going to win. All right?
Will you actually
And who
be?
do you think
will,
is going?
will you have live
I
action
have
on these
Kansas
3
City
games?
-6.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah. Okay.
Are you gonna have live
my
action?
best bets I have action on.
Okay.
All right? I'm
Okay.
just not saying them to be saying them.
But we have to keep a tally of how you fare for the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Your record. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Now don't let this get lost.
The next one is Baltimore -7 at the Jets. All right,
Baltimore.
sort of similar to the Chiefs pick. Now, Baltimore.
And you're
is
taking
coming in.
Baltimore.
I'm taking Baltimore. Baltimore -7. The best value was -6 when it was a week or so ago, but just a thing. Now the Ravens are 9-2 all time against the Jets. All right, the most recent game was 42-21. All right, back in 2019. So you got Lamar with the contract
Yeah, he's
situation.
They have a deadline of Friday, apparently.
Yeah. Yep.
If he plays, that's just a guaranteed -7.
Is there a notion he's not going to play?
There's not a notion, but there is some people in the media who are saying that like he shouldn't play, and and there's a small chance that he won't. But Lamar hasn't given any indication. He's been there throughout camp.
Yeah.
His whole thing has been, I'm going to play.
I thought it simply was a contract. I have a deadline until Friday. Either we're going to agree or not. And if we're not agreeing by Friday, the implication is I'm playing,
we're rolling on,
and we'll do what we do.
Yeah. Find a way throughout the after the
Ravens all
season.
day.
Is Joe Flacco against his old mates? Is he going to get the
So
start, or
Joe
is the other
Flacco
guy
is
back?
starting? No. So Zach Wilson has been ruled out.
Flacco.
He has been ruled
What did I
out.
say?
Flacco.
That's not a huge difference.
It's an A, not an O.
My God.
Go on, Bubba.
So Joe Flacco will be the 5th quarterback to start a season opener for the Jets franchise at age 37. Did you know Joe Flacco was that old?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
At age
saw him
37.
get interviewed in the preseason. He was pretty old.
And he also had a bad preseason as well.
When did he last have a good season of any kind?
Hey,
Preseason, regular season,
he's
postseason.
consistent.
He had that like epic run to the Super Bowl
And
and
that
like
was
got a
about it.
big
Yeah.
contract and just like
Yep.
never
done.
played well again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate 7 though. 7's a horrible number because you
Yeah.
could push easily.
Yeah.
I'd much prefer 6.5. I would take the Ravens. I think
day.
the Ravens are good. I think Lamar's going to play, and I think they've got something to prove after being so beaten up last year and not having a good season. And I like Harbaugh as a coach. I really do.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely like probably a top 10 NFL coach consistently. God,
There you
we're in
go.
so much agreement. This is disturbing.
I'm on the line on that one, but yeah.
And those were my best bets for the week.
All right.
We'll chart them, come back
Yeah.
next
see what you
Wednesday
are.
and see what went, man.
Well done, Bubba.
I think you'll be 2-1.
Yeah. Really quick here, our second sponsor, Royal13thebrand.com. I need to update the gear because the website have been updated with all of his freshest, newest gear going into the fall season. Royal13thebrand.com. Use promo code bubbapink and get all of your freshest gear at a discounted price.
You can get some gear, Paul.
Royal 13.
We didn't even talk about my Knowles.
No, we did not.
Why should we?
We're 2-0 for the first time in like 5 to 6 years.
Florida State 2-0. They have a bye week already.
Yeah.
Royal 13.
Yeah, Royal13 the brand.
The brand.
.com.
Keep
Yeah.
talking.
We also have a blog on there too. Shout out to Royal13, man. They're a really good sponsor. Florida State, yeah, they win a game they shouldn't have won.
We should have won the game. We came close to giving it back. We had the game won.
That's what I wanted to warn people. LSU has been so terrible since I told you that before the game. Like they've been so bad since Joe Burrow's team.
Yeah, I kind of underestimated that. Literally, like, in retrospect, that literally feels like a deal with Satan to have that season, and it
Yeah.
just all falls apart after.
They're just not good.
But the dysfunction's nowhere near being over, because so Brian Kelly's just a weird motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he goes down there in the introductory press conference. He has his fake accent where he's trying to be a Cajun guy now. And then during the game, like, he's throwing guys under the bus left and right. And 2 of the receivers that were supposed to be among their better guys basically took all the LSU stuff off their social media platforms the day after the game. It's just
He'll probably get fired mid-season.
They gave him like $100 million deal.
Yeah.
They can't fire him.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. They can't.
They can
They'll find
fire.
calls.
Yes.
Nah, they won't. They can't.
They'll
They're
come
stuck.
up with some type of John Gruden email scam. Remember, they gave Jon
Listen.
Gruden $100 billion.
You can get out of
Like-
anything.
like-
But
They'll
he was.
find a
But
way.
he was 5-6 years into that.
What with who?
Gruden.
Nah, he wasn't that far.
He
in.
wasn't one or two. He wasn't
Not at
year
the
one.
extension. Not in year
No.
one. No. but-
No,
He wasn't
dude.
5 years into it.
They're going to be stuck with him
He was like 3.
they're going to be stuck with him for at least 3 years. They're not going to be able to do it right away.
I'll give him till the end of the season.
Brian Kelly will start
sorry, I
next
hit
season
your
as
little
LSU
mic here.
coach.
Are you more? So have your expectations moved up for Florida State? Where are they
I'm always one of those
as the season goes?
no glass half full type of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go into many games thinking, well, you're going to lose. I always look for a pathway to victory.
But before the season, you have expectation, and now I'm just
Yeah,
asking,
yeah, but
after 2 games, have you moved up?
Right.
Have you saying, okay, maybe now we can win the ACC
Yeah.
versus before you're like, we need another year or 2. Have you moved that expectation up at all?
I guess I'm having a hard time answering because my expectation, if things go right, was relatively high. I didn't see us as a national championship contender, but I thought we could be in the mix in the conference. And in a good season, you'd maybe end up somewhere between 8 to 15, but not contending.
What, ranked?
Yeah.
That was just before the season. That's what
Yeah, that a good season, that's what it would look like. Everything else is a failure.
I didn't think that.
What'd you think?
I didn't think that
Well,
before
see, if
the
I did that, I'd get all sorts of heat.
But
I didn't think that before the state.
I mean,
I thought you guys were about 2 to 3 years away from that. From being 8 to 15.
we live in the moment, Bubba.
Huh?
We
Well,
live
that's
in the
why I
moment.
asked you what you think.
Yeah.
It's
But like I look at
you
it,
follow it,
I
you
look
ask,
at it. I
you know?
look at it week to week to week. Now, I think the ACC as a conference is dog shit, and so I don't look at those games as you can't win them. Like we play Louisville, we play Boston College, we play Syracuse, we play Clemson. Now, I personally believe Clemson is not what they've been previously.
Of course.
We may lose that game, and I'm not expecting to win that one. But they're in the decline.
It might be
Miami's
close.
a little bit of fool's gold for me. I don't believe that they're that good. And the rest of the conference, like, there's nobody. So I looked at the season. You're playing this LSU game. LSU's been dysfunctional and bad. They're breaking in a new coach. I'm thrilled we won. I can't tell you I would have bet my house that we would win, but, like, it wasn't unfathomable we could win. And then the Gators, like, they got a nice win, but they go into the season unranked. We're playing them at home. I didn't automatically say that's a loss. And I still think we get to that game, we see where we all are. Where are we with health? Where are we with attitude? Because, I mean, and you go back, things change quickly. You guys last year, the Gators, lose a close game to Alabama. There's no way, and I watched that game, that you're figuring you're going to finish the season without Dan Mullen as your coach.
Who?
Last year, the Gators.
You said I didn't think that?
No, I said you guys, the Gators. I'm saying there's no way anybody, to me, when you guys win the first couple games, you play Alabama to the wire, have a chance to win. There's no way after that game you're looking, saying, as we're going to fire Dan Mullen before the season's over and we're going to be a bit of a shit show. I didn't see that coming.
I saw us firing him after week 1.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You're different.
I'm not different.
You are.
And that's the
You're
disconnect.
saying because of the AR-15 thing.
That's the disconnect between the Gator fans and the rest of the world, because we the only ones that saw it.
All right.
And we're still the only ones that see it. I don't know how, but I mean, well, NFL mock drafts, they see it as well, but the rest of the world don't see it. People still come under my Facebook thing like, no, he's not the guy.
Who?
AR-15. I've identified
No,
from
I get
minicamp
that part
before
of it.
he played a game. I said this guy is better than Cam Newton. Before we had the orange and blue game, I said it. And all the Gator fans said it too, not just me.
All right.
And it's just something you can see. And for some reason, Dan Mullen didn't. I think he saw it,
No,
but he had this love affection, and he was probably fucking Emory Jones after games, and he just
Maybe
wouldn't-
before as well.
and he didn't want to let that go, and that's fine. And now
Right.
Emory Jones is probably playing D2 somewhere, and great luck to him.
All right. I get the Richards thing, and I know that it's the correct thing, and he should have moved on. And when I look at Dan Mullen, I look at if Felipe Franks doesn't get hurt against Kentucky, he wasn't going to make a change, and he probably would have already been fired because you wouldn't have had what you got out of Trask, which wasn't bad.
Trask was good.
That's what. But do you remember? Felipe
I
Franks
remember.
broke his leg in
Yeah,
the game.
and Felipe was bad.
There was no
But
change.
without it was no chance.
So
No,
basically,
I'm on
he
that line.
repeated that same pattern of behavior with Emory Jones.
Yeah.
But my point with the Alabama game, and I agree Richardson should have played, but they played Alabama toe-to-toe, with Emory Jones. Like, I thought, hey, this team's on the rise. If they get the quarterback right, they could be really good. And I just didn't see him getting fired before the season was over.
Yeah, he deserved it.
In retrospect, he did,
Ain't
but
that-
at that moment,
to you
you're
guys.
kind of like,
To you guys, like all of us, and it's like 100% of the Gator Nation. It's screaming it from the goddamn mountaintops.
I guess, man. I'm not part of your incestuous clan.
He's like that with me and the Patriots. Like,
and that's just the thing.
He's in tune to his team, so he understands the dynamics.
Yeah, and I don't even. My expectations haven't changed, but we don't have a good team, the Gators. We just have a transitional player. We have a transformer. We have a great, awesome, all-time talent.
What?
But our
So
defense
what is your
is terrible.
expectation for them?
I don't know. Whatever one superhuman being can carry on his back is my expectation. That's my expectation. Like I can't say, because if he goes down, then we're whatever.
Well, but you can't. You can't project on that. You can't. You cannot project on your main guy going down.
Yeah, we can't. But even then, our defense is god awful.
Are they that
we
bad?
Have two decent linebackers. They're terrible, man. They're terrible. Our secondary was already bad last year, and we're supposed to be DBU. Then we come into this year.
Only in your
minds.
We
have two linebackers. One who didn't play all of last year because of injury, and he's supposed to be our best prospect. And then we have playmakers who our best receiver is a transfer, a slot receiver coming over, and other than that, we have no other playmakers on the team.
So was your recruiting just bad, or what do you think?
Yes,
is
Dan
the
Mullen
problem?
was a good coach. X's and O's. He was a coach. He was terrible with decision making and recruiting, and so when he came in, our recruiting went down. Like Anthony Richardson is a Gainesville guy. Like he didn't have to recruit him.
Right.
He's a guy right there, 5 minutes away from the stadium.
Yeah, Mullen was not highly thought of as a recruiter.
No, he was a coach. He's and we didn't have anybody on the staff that
Right, but you
assistant
can- yeah,
coaches that were
you can have
that were good recruiters.
Right.
Now we have an awesome recruiter in. But anyway, I'm thinking we can win the SEC. I need to see us versus Georgia because we don't play Alabama this year. Now,
Unless you get to the final.
I'm just saying the regular season.
Yeah.
So I'm
regular
just saying
season, yeah.
what I need to see on the schedule. We played Georgia and Alabama well last year, so we played both of them well. We lost to Kentucky, who was actually ranked this week.
Yeah.
Kentucky is ranked. We played them again. That's another barometer. So that's it, man.
Let me ask y'all a question. Wait, when is your show over?
When
Y'all
we
just
end.
talk all night?
No, it's
Not all
about the
night.
end. It's about the end.
Yeah,
man.
but you have something to ask.
How do you think the realignment of all the divisions and conferences and all that is going to affect college football?
ACC is at the forefront of that, right?
No, we're kind of the last to move. 'Cause
Oh, yeah?
The big moves right now, you have Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC. You have USC, UCLA going to the Big Ten. And so far, nobody's made a move out of the ACC.
Right, and that's what I mean. Forefront as far as attention, like what?
Oh,
are you guys
yeah.
going to
What's
do?
going to happen
I'm sorry,
there?
that's what I mean.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the change is inevitable. It's going to be resource-based. And if you have any aspirations to win a national title, to contend for a national title, you're going to have to be in the Big Ten or the SEC, and that's it.
Make a move, yeah.
So, for those teams that are in the other conferences, it's like musical chairs. Don't be last to no chair.
Right.
It's college football. I mean, in a crazy way, like it's more economic driven than the NFL.
Yeah.
Because the NFL functions with a cap and essential equal TV revenue or like league revenue, where college, it's just a different animal. The conferences have their own deals.
Like
certain
college basketball.
other, like Texas, I think, has their own little channel and stuff like that generate revenue, and then your booster stuff. And it's.
Before we get off the show, I do want to give a shout out, man. Jackson State destroys a FAMU in same fashion of like a top D1, like a Florida or Miami would, because you got late second half, they're putting their second, third stringers in, and what are the
That's
fucking
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jackson State is like something's got to give. They don't have anybody real big on the schedule this year.
No, and they asked Dion that before the season
Yeah.
directly, and he was saying we need another 2 years or
Right.
3 before I.
That's going to
for
have
Alabama.
to speed up.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to have to speed up
Yeah.
because there's a chance that this season is just shitty.
Because
That the
of-
majority of your games are 45-10, 59-3. Now, my understanding is FAMU is a
They were
solid
yes.
team. This is
In that
not like a
conference,
team
no.
that is.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's
No,
phenomenal
like
that
now
they
they're
moved
better
away.
than Bethune now.
And,
Like,
and
they're
that's what
much
I'm saying.
better.
Like you're in a very bad place because it's great what he's doing.
Yeah.
The attention he's bringing to HBCUs, the talent that he's getting to go there.
Yeah,
But
his
you're gonna
recruiting
have
is
to
on
you're gonna
track.
have to find the right level to play against, or this is gonna get stupid. Because you know.
Consistently.
Yeah, for sure. You can't just roll people every week and have that be entertaining.
A couple good teams,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
And then he really presents it really presents the funky thing because it's a dangerous play for big conference teams.
Yeah,
Like, do you want to play Jackson State
and have to give them a bunch of money
and maybe get whooped?
and they get
I
whooped.
think honestly, the avenue that it's going to be is, and I'll say this: I think next year, week 1, they're going to
the
be in
time
one
to
of the
do it.
showcase games.
Yeah.
Because it won't be I'm going to schedule a home and home with you, but it'll be Jackson State's going to play the Gators or they're going to play Georgia.
I want to see them. I want to see them first, like a USF or a Texas or I want to see something like that.
The
before.
thing about that is, and that's why I don't know their schedule. I was wondering if they had any like lower Power 5 matchups this season that you'd like to get that out of the way. And Deion's being conservative. He's protecting what he's building.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to jump too early and say, let's go play Nick Saban and make an Affleck commercial and get rolled. He wants to know, my team is at this level and we could play this game and it's a real game. He does not want to involve himself in the Jackson State brand he's building in a money game.
Right.
He wants to play a game.
Yeah.
And he's right to do that. But I would hope on the schedule, I mean, if they have somebody in that lower Big 5 level. But yeah, this is not promising.
Yeah.
Anybody to note?
No, it's a
nobody
lot
notable.
And that's why he said it's it feel like he's about 3 years away.
they're playing Mississippi Valley without Jerry Rice.
Is at the bottom.
Without Jerry Rice.
Southern, Texas Southern, Alabama.
Alcorn
Yeah,
State.
they literally have an all HBCU schedule.
Yeah.
I
pretty
mean,
much.
they're really good. And the thing, I was mad watching the game the other day. Like, they didn't even put Travis on offense. He just sat there and like covered shitty routes.
Yeah.
And it was literally a waste.
Yeah.
And that's why he's going to have to go up too. Because if you're going to keep those guys interested, players of that level of talent, you got to give them something to do.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Gotta give 'em
no
some
way. I mean,
motivation.
I'm sure Travis was happy to play his first college game, and he certainly didn't do anything wrong. But he can't be sitting here today thinking that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I did nothing. Like,
And
you all
watching all of his
didn't
peers
throw
on
at
the big
me,
stage, yeah.
didn't do. And I told you like a year ago, like, this kid is a walking highlight.
You told me.
And I thought, like,
I hadn't even heard of him yet.
it could be like Moss was at Marshall, where whatever ESPN is talking about or whatever, we have to watch, Travis's 3 best plays from this game and show him. And that's basically what Randy Moss at Marshall was.
Yeah.
And he's got that type of ability. But man, it was depressing to watch him play. I mean, because it's just, they didn't throw his way, they didn't challenge him, and he literally got a chance to do nothing. And he's so talented, it's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta give them the want to play
Yeah.
or something.
Well, that we'll end the show on that. On that note, and we'll come back next week and see what Jackson State's doing. I'm going to the game.
You are going to go to the game?
So yeah, I'll let you know, and
Yeah.
we'll
You're going to
we'll
the
head up
game.
there. Jackson State plays Bethune-Cookman, my
in
former alma
Jacksonville.
mater.
I got you tickets to
Jacksonville.
go see Mac fight, and you didn't even come.
I was busy, but I'm going in October.
Busy doing what with the lower level women? Busy doing what?
You bet your ass he was.
That's not right.
That takes some physical.
Exertions. Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
No, but yes, we do need to check out Mac Truck in October.
It's not the same weekend, is it?
October
No.
15th.
Oh, okay.
Yes, October 15th,
Yep.
and hopefully my ex
In
lets me stay
Atlanta.
Just make a new ex, Bubba.
next week. See you guys.
All right, we're out. That's funny.
Oh my gosh, I hate this thing.